I don't know. It says hi.
Probably an ad playing at this.
Yeah, we got a couple of minutes. Is
Yeah,
that like new? That's new all of a sudden with Twitch, right?
No, they've always had ads.
Really? I don't remember my channel ever having that either.
From far back as I remember, when I first started watching streams on Twitch, I would get into a room and immediately an ad would pop up, even if it was for people that weren't partnered.
Yeah, you know, I guess maybe you're right. But I think we are live. So hi and welcome to ChronoCast, October 17th, 2012. Number
75 billion.
75 billion. Today with us we have Eatmydiction.
Hi!
Junkyard.
Hey everybody, it's Junkyard here!
And Renee's off, so we brought in Max.
Hi, I'm Max!
And
That sounds like Mickey Mouse.
That's your girl voice?
Oh, is that...
Hello!
it's not even
The man of
appropriate.
a million voices, and that's what he does for a female voice.
And we don't know where the British is, so we really can't. Well, we can't comment on that. He disappeared.
We were in a call with him not like 3 or 4 hours ago, and he either fell asleep or he walked out of the room and never came back.
I'm inclined to believe the latter. Just walked away. I'm done with this.
I really don't
Yeah.
know.
He tends to fall asleep.
Well, then again, I mean, it's 3 o'clock in the morning for him right now.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Commitments, though. He just died. Anyway, we have a short list tonight. It's probably going to be one of a shorter show because it is rather late. A few of us are tired as well. Okay, I don't know if you guys are tired. I'm tired. Okay, so I'm tired as well. Diction, you tired?
Well, I've been tired all day.
Good. Diction's tired. And Junk, are you tired? You're old. You're always tired.
I'm all, yeah.
And
I didn't
Max
have my nap
are,
today.
How you
No,
feeling?
I'm pretty awake.
God damn it.
Lucky bastard. I'm gonna make some coffee after this. I think I'll just make some coffee after this and
Yeah, there you go.
get myself awake so I can actually do stuff tonight.
But we'll keep it started or get it started with our guest. Max, what have you been doing all week? What have you been up to?
That's it. That's what I've been doing.
It's a really open-ended question.
It is really, really open-ended. I don't know, playing games, recording, trying not to beat the shit out of Malcolm, because I hate him and I hate animals. You know, the usual.
That's why you
No.
waterboard them. Out of hatred.
Me and Nick played a little DayZ today. I'm playing right now.
More days.
I tried the War Z and I was disappointed with it. That's a topic though.
that.
So,
We'll get to that.
We'll get to
We'll
that.
get to that.
Apparently, everyone's been disappointed.
yeah, we'll wait.
I've
for
seen
it.
a few
And
people that like
I'll
it.
elaborate more on it, but it's not just like this game sucks. But other than that,
I want to get the British's opinion on that because apparently he was pretty vocal on hating it, at least via his tweets. I've seen that. And it's like, I just don't know what I'm doing. I don't get this.
probably played it more than I have.
He's British. He plays all the games.
But
He does. He does.
other than that, you know,
Very relaxing week.
yeah, pretty good. I slept in late today, not intentionally, so I have a lot of energy right now.
What's late?
I don't want to talk about it.
He didn't hop on Skype until like 2 p.m. my time, so
That sounds about right.
yeah.
But to be fair, the most of the week, like, I wake up with Renee. I wake up at like 7:30, so I'm usually up by 7:30. Just today was a weird day where I was like, I'll sleep till 10. It didn't happen.
Then after
Now
the... then I guess once we get to the charity topic, we'll ask what your sleeping regimen will be then. So we'll get there.
That's going to be gone.
Holy shit, a bus!
Oh, I forgot he's playing DayZ.
Yeah, just looks out the window. Did you guys have? I mean, I know the one thing you guys were saying last night. You guys are having wind galore. I was blowing stuff away. Any damage?
Yeah, there was a lot of wind. Not
Oh,
really.
yeah.
Our well, I'm not around here anyways. It blew off one of the little tops to like the apartment complexes, like courtyard. They have like little lamps and stuff or whatever, you know, like posts.
Okay.
And the tops are like pretty light plastic that gets blown off when it gets a little breezy out. So that our I guess our cobweb like Halloween decorations got a little messed up, but
You guys put
Other than
out decorations for Halloween?
holy shit, it's a working bus!
It's kind of festive.
Yeah, the wind was pretty intense over here. It was blowing real hard. I have an awning as well as a standard umbrella that I didn't put down before the wind, not knowing that we were going to have such wind gusts. and I had the thing clamped in. I have a like a cement holder that holds this thing down, and the thing doesn't usually move, but it literally, the wind pulled it out of that thing and shot my umbrella across the yard.
That's awesome. Did you film it?
No, I missed it.
That's
my
dangerous.
my wife came down and said, "What was that big old crash?" And it's like, I don't know. And so we saw the umbrella, and then my kids' school got canceled because some trees or something knocked down a transformer or something, and they had power outages over at the school. So
They cancel school when the power's out?
well,
I don't know. I remember learning in the dark. We had power getting out, and it's like, all right, just take out a book and start to
well,
read.
that's when we had candles back then. Yeah.
Well, we didn't have
Well,
candles.
no,
we had
it
daylight.
was, but it was canceled before school started.
Oh, okay.
So they just said, "Don't bother coming."
I always feel bad for like the kid that doesn't get the memo. He wakes up early, goes to school, and just no one's there. That always happened.
All he hears is crickets. It's like, "Where is everybody? Hello, hello."
It's rather upsetting for that one child. So anything else besides the wind attacking you, Junk? I know I just segued from Max, but Max is finding a bus, so good on the bus.
Oh, as far as this week, this week, good week. Worked a lot. I went, again, I'm working on that new project at my at the furniture store. So yesterday was my day off, but I had to go in there for a couple hours. I ended up spending and working 10 hours, and because I had to get all the stuff in preparation to get the whole project going. So that was a little unfortunate, but at the same time, it's really exciting as far as that project goes. As far as segments going with YouTube, I'm trying to start a new series utilizing the face cam a little bit more.
Do you ever get comments like, "Junk, I hate your face"?
Not too often, no.
That's
I have,
good. That's positive.
Yeah, I've had them before, but
Sorry.
yeah. I mean, thanks, Max.
You're welcome.
Majority of the time, it's just saying that I'm old, but that's okay. So that's been a lot of fun working that, and then other than that, just trying to get some new projects going, and which hopefully you guys will see in the near future. There you go.
What if we don't want to see anything, Junk?
Are we gonna get furniture?
Yeah. Are we gonna get like more live cam type things?
I want to get. I need a couch. I want to get a like a
I can
Barker
do.
lounge.
I could. Oh, you know what's so? Oh, I can't say anything. Well,
want-
nobody watches this video anyway. But that girl that's in the video,
What girl?
the good-looking girl that's in my video.
Junk, you got a lot of good-looking girls in your videos.
I know, but in the one, she gave her notice. She's leaving our company.
Is she?
I'm so
Is
sad.
it because of that video?
Is she
No,
gonna go be
no,
a
no.
model?
No, she got a job at another sales company, and I was like, not a furniture company. She's selling something else. I was like, oh, we're so sad.
Supplies.
You have to find a new hot girl to replace her.
I know.
I know. We're gonna work on that.
Next time you get like
the ratio's got to be good,
next time you get like an irate customer, just film it. Just film it, and they'll just stop
Oh,
being
you
irate.
know what? I really should.
GoPro, just like wear a GoPro under your like I don't know dress shirt or whatever you wear.
Put it right on.
Just have like the
No, they
the
got
lens
those
kinda poking
glasses.
But
It's
that's just it. There's
the
so many
glasses with the
times.
camera in them.
Oh my gosh, there's so many times. We had this one lady one time, this old lady that just went psycho on us. And I actually had the camera in my locker, and I totally forgot to pull it out. And I was thinking, man, I wonder if I could videotape this and put this up. But this lady, literally, she went ballistic because she wanted the greeter. We have a greeter at the door, like they have at Walmart and all that. And this old guy, and she's flirting with him, and he's like, "Oh no, this is so nice." And
What the fuck?
and she goes, "Okay, well, I want to buy something." He goes, "Well, let me go ahead and get you a sales associate." And she goes, "No, I want you to take care of me." Well, ma'am, I'm just the greeter. And she goes, "No, so you're not going to help me?" And I'm standing right there. I said, "Ma'am, he's a greeter, and we're going to go ahead and get you a sales associate." And she just went ballistic. And she's going, "So you guys don't want to fucking sell to me?" And she starts cursing like that. Excuse my language.
Wow.
And it was like, we're going, "Ma'am, maybe it's time for you to leave the store." And I really wanted to. And then this other sales lady walks in and says, "Ma'am, I'll help you out." And real nice older lady, wouldn't hurt anybody. And she goes, "F you, I don't need your effing help. I want this guy to sell me this damn effing table." And this lady...
Fuck. We say fuck all the time.
I know,
Why aren't you saying fuck?
but because it's...
Fuck!
Did you lose the bus?
No.
So So literally, we said, "Lady, ma'am, we're not going to sell anything to you. You're not going to sell any? No, ma'am. We're even if you calm down, we're not selling this table to you. Please leave the premises." And we just asked her to leave, and it was psycho though. It was incredible.
Maybe she was
and
like,
I wish I could.
you know, like I don't know, infatuated with that guy. Like she wanted him to bend over and pick up the table so she could stare.
Maybe
Possibly.
Maybe she's been scoping the store out for a while. I'm like, oh, that greeter. One day I'm gonna muster up the courage to, talk to him. And then this happens, and it's complete opposite of the scenario she had in her mind.
How old do you think she is? If you had to guess, Jack.
She was in her 70s.
Definitely in her 70s.
Oh yeah,
She was the greeter.
So
he's
that's
in
probably why
he's
she
in
went
his
crazy.
70s.
Oh, they're both in their 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, Max is right. She wanted some.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's so old to the point where she doesn't give a fuck. So
Yeah. And
I'm
that's
gonna
just
go crazy. Doesn't even matter. There's buses everywhere in this fucking server. Seriously.
Just blame it on being senile.
It's the bus
There
server.
are.
Didn't you read?
Oh shit. Oh, it's funny.
I don't think
All
it
right,
has a-
anyway.
So, oh no. This is
Yeah,
bad.
I know. I wish I should videotape some instances, but majority of the time, I mean, literally 99% of the time, people are excited and happy, and really excited to get furniture.
That's really
because
weird.
it's
I'm not.
fun.
I don't know.
I mean, because people go to buy furniture, there's majority of the time they want nice change in their life. They want something new. They want something fresh. They want something exciting.
Let's
And
get
so
a
they're
dog
coming.
or something if they want to change or something fresh.
Well,
What a dog.
furniture, you can change it after, if you want to.
Can't do with
but,
dogs after 10 or so years.
But that's what people do. But people just got to understand, sometimes they just get so riled up over the smallest things. Because we had a lady the other day that just we deliver into the mountains, but when we deliver to the mountains, we give a 4-hour window because it's the mountains. And we're not sure if the truck's going to run into a snowbank or run into issues with weather or whatever have you. And this lady came down and she goes, well, you know what? I don't think that 4-hour window works for me. I need a shorter period of time. Sorry, ma'am. It's the way it runs. We have a 4-hour window. We don't know what time the truck's going to get there. Well, you guys got to figure out a way to make some phone calls to make it better for me. Well, sorry, ma'am. It's just not going to happen. And she goes, is that your customer service? Well, pretty much that's the way it's going to be.
So, no phone calls.
No phone calls. She'll get a 4-hour window, and she's got to be at her house. And majority of the time, they're early anyway. I mean, literally, 90% of the time they show up early, because the drivers actually work on piecework commission. So the more they deliver, and the earlier they get their route done, they get to go home. So literally, they start their shift at 6 o'clock in the morning, and lots of times they're done by 1.
That's really nice. I mean, but what are they getting paid on? They're getting paid salary, or they're getting paid on?
Oh, they get paid on piecework. Anything they
Okay.
deliver.
So you don't want to go home at 1 then?
No, if the truck's empty, the truck's
They
empty.
can go back and get more shit. Just go start running it.
It doesn't
Yeah,
work.
keep it
that way.
going, man. Don't ever
Good
stop.
call. Good call. Keep the shit going.
So
Deliver things all day.
The deliver guys they end up making pretty good money if they do a good job. They make
You
make
get
a
the tips
good.
too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do get a lot of tips. So it all works out pretty good. It's a fun thing. It's a neat job. It's a neat company, and that's one reason why we have so many policies put in place, because we're able to keep the furniture at a cost. Remember, our furniture is the lowest cost
here it comes.
in the nation. And I'm giving you a sales pitch right there. But
So my week, what I did was
good segue there. I like it.
that's how I work. Actually, I don't even remember what I did this week. It's all been a big.
You didn't
fucking
freaking do
blur.
anything.
Blur because of
Not
alcohol,
really.
or blur because of just nothing happened?
Because the last couple times I talked to you, you didn't do crap this week.
Not
you
really.
helped,
No.
you helped me with my video. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah. I'll do that.
Oh yeah, that's
Um,
true. Junkyard's getting others involved in
French
his,
dip with eau
his-
juice.
It was so nice. What? Yeah, and I kept calling it au jour, but I guess that's the wrong way to pronounce
Yeah,
it.
I was wondering. Yeah, I was wondering if I had it wrong. I didn't know.
Is it so? Is it
it's
au jus?
It's all
Au
you.
jus.
So it's like a Jew,
Say
like
it
me.
with an S because it sounds like juice.
Jus.
I get a serious question now, Junk.
What?
What the hell can you make us at PAX?
I don't know. Is somebody bringing a grill foreman?
Well, a grill
foreman?
foreman?
Or grill foreman.
Are we being all formal? Last names first? What are we doing here?
I don't know. We'll have to find out. I don't know. I'll have to think of something.
Because I guess we can look at the rooms again to see what they have, but I mean...
I'm making sandwiches, and Nick isn't getting one.
Wow! Shut your whore mouth.
Are we going to? Can we raid the kitchen there?
They have a nice kitchen. It looks
The place has a really nice place we're staying. It has a nice place just to eat. It's like a nice little restaurant in it. It's got a nice view and stuff, and it's not super expensive. So I imagine, holy shit, someone's shooting at me! Someone's shooting at me! Sorry.
We'll have to think of something. We'll have to figure something out.
Yeah, I want some Italian food, Junk, like some homemade. I mean, I know I already get the best here, but I want like a different style, like a Western style attempt on Italian food.
Well,
Like
actually,
Southwest pizza.
Yeah, maybe make some pizza for us.
we could definitely make that. I don't know. We'll figure something out. I'll put some ideas together.
Okay, I can work with that.
What else, Nick?
Nothing really. I'm going to a shoot tomorrow for the Friend Zone,
Ooh,
so that's gonna be fun.
I saw someone mention that in the chat. When was the last time the new episode came out?
We've been working on season 2 for like a year now.
Maybe that's what I was looking at.
It's because it's really grandiose. Like we have a shit ton of locations and extras and props and costumes and stuff this time around. Like we went big, so it's taking a lot longer than we thought it would. But it's we've already got like 3-4 episodes in the can, and we got like 2 more to film. So
That's not bad. Get things rolling.
yeah, definitely. And we have like a channel behind it now that is like a comedy channel for broadband TV that they're gonna pump it out there. So get a whole new audience.
Oh, yeah, you were saying you signed with them.
Yep.
That's good. Yeah, positive things.
Oh
Very good. As for my own week, unless someone else still has something,
I wanted to know what channel, but whatever.
I can't hear.
What the I don't remember what the channel is. I'll have to look it up.
Wow, I don't even remember the channel your show's gonna be on.
Because I'm not the one who's talking to him. It's the producer that's talking to him.
How many people are on? Does it take, or how many people do you have working behind the scenes to make that show happen? I mean, how many actors? How many people are actually on the show?
Such a good question. How many behind the scenes, like more crew, production?
I mean, we usually we're reduced to like a small crew when we're shooting.
Yeah.
Like the last time we shot, we only had like 1 or 2 people, like one person doing sound. Dave was doing camera and some directing, and so we had another doing lights and grip and all that, and then the rest of us were just acting.
So it's you got a couple people here. I thought like maybe it'd possibly be like a huge general thing. I mean, a huge.
I think the smaller crew you have, the quicker you're gonna be able to do stuff.
That's true.
Yeah, the less people we have to feed and all that stuff.
How many cameras?
We just have the one.
Just one.
What do you guys film on? What do you film on?
We actually film on a 60D.
Oh, sweet. That's it's my camera.
Yeah, it is.
Is that the one that
Except you guys know how to use it a lot more. And...
Oh, that's something I did last night. I sold my old camera, the one I've been making skits with for the past 2 years on YouTube. I sold it and upgraded to a one where I can actually see myself when I'm filming. So that's nice.
Cool.
You can tell if I'm on frame.
Very cool.
Oh, that's cool. But I mean, like, what happens? I mean, I don't know how they do it. Like, whenever I see TV shows and they do like the different angles, like behind so and so's shoulder, and then it flips the other person's shoulder, they just have 2 cameras set up, or are they constantly switching between lines? I mean, what's going on with that? How come you never see the other camera?
Because
movie magic.
you'd be an idiot to frame it like that, where you do see the other camera.
But like, what happens when they move? How come you see no other cameras?
Because they're not there. Because it's like you do a take, so it's like, all right, we're doing one take from this angle. Then you reset everything, like lights and the angle, and then you do the scene over again.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's pretty tedious.
That's a lot of what we were just doing with Bunny Bus or whatever. Like, it's funny when you're doing it yourself, like in filming stuff like that. You realize what's actually involved.
It ruins the magic.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't ruin it. It's kind of interesting too. I always find stuff like that interesting. It does kind of ruin it in the sense that, like, well, I mean, not for me, but I know some people like can't watch certain things without. Holy fuck! This guy's creeping up on me. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? No, seriously, fuck off. Get the fuck away. Should I kill him? You guys call.
Yeah.
Kill him!
What are you doing, motherfucker?
Promote democracy.
Is
He's
he
talking
dead?
to me, dude. He's talking to me.
Just blow
What's
him
the voice
away.
button? What's the voice button? Tell me.
I don't even remember.
X? Tab?
C, Q, O, P. P. Try P. No, that's pause.
I don't think he even knows what game you're playing.
He's being nice.
Junk's playing Internet Explorer. That's what Junk's playing.
I have no idea what he's doing. All I heard
Okay,
was
anyway, I don't remember what I was talking about now.
That's all right.
Movie magic.
Movie man.
Movie magic. Yeah. Woo. All right.
All right.
Good deal.
Actually, no. Along the lines of that, sorry, when he said about his, I'm sorry, it's very hard to focus because this guy's looking at me and I'm just running in circles. No, fuck! Stop talking to me in game. All right, I need to mute this guy.
Movie magic.
No, I got a new rig. I got a new rig for my my 60D. I got a what's it called, like a grip or whatever that mounts on it and makes it a lot more stable and stuff. It's kind of shaped like a U, and also I got a Rode video mic that gets mounted on top of the camera, so everything sounds
Very cool.
looks a lot more high horse and professional.
What about that? Did you get the shoulder harness thing for the stabilization as well, or no?
What?
I've seen those things where they actually pop it on your shoulder as well to help with the stabilization. So
Oh, you mean
It's,
like
a shoulder mount.
yeah.
You can make those out of PVC pipe.
Yeah, you can make those.
Pretty easy.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't get that. There's no real need for it.
Cool.
Well, honestly, I guess filmmaking in itself is something fun.
I enjoy it.
It's
I'm
rewarding if it comes out well, but the
Yeah.
process is tedious and not a lot of people like it.
I mean, that's almost with everything now. Even when you look at like any long outdated process, it's always nice to see the final product instead of the actual work that goes into it. The work sucks, but sometimes you can have fun with it. Like editing sometimes is fun.
Yeah,
I like editing.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Well, I did. I mean, like in today, I edited a video of my my daughter's whatchamacallit, high school pictures. So I put a video together for that. That's going to be going up, and I just enjoyed editing part of it. It was just fun. That's my hobby.
I wish
I've
Jeff.
always thought the idea in general of just being able to record yourself or stuff, you know what I mean, be able to put it digitally on a computer, and especially now with like really cool, affordable, high def cameras, that's really cool to me. I like that it's a lot more accessible now than it used to be.
Well, what did they do back in the day when it was actual film? When it comes to special effects,
They
how did
they
that
used
work?
to cut. They took film. You had the film ribbon. They cut it up, and they used to glue it together. I mean, that was when they said it ended up on the cutting room floor. I mean, literally, they spliced the piece of reel, and it would be in the cutting room floor. They drop it on the ground as far as when they edited it, and they glued it all together.
Like that I got, but like how did they add the special effects to it? I mean, even like the very limited special effects when it was
That
shot
was
on film. What did they do?
they would essentially have to burn them into the film,
Oh,
frame by frame.
okay, so it's a frame by frame deal.
Like the lightsabers in Star Wars.
Yeah.
He cut the outline of the swords and overexposed them with different color filters. So that's why and he did that for
Frame
every
by
frame.
frame.
That's
That-
crazy.
Yeah.
Holy
Okay,
shit!
so that's what they did. So it's
That's
legitimately
like absolutely insane to me.
you're doing a hand by hand on or hand by hand, frame by frame on actual film. There's like no giant machine you feed it into.
I mean, there's machines, but that's just for processing and some of the cutting, you know.
I mean, look at the technology, and that's only what 30 years ago that happened.
Yeah.
The technology, and it's not 40 years ago if you get technical, but 35 years ago we'll go right there. But holy shit, it's just technology has just jumped so much to the point where we make little tiny films here at home, and it's incredible and it's fun. And that's really cool. I mean, just the way technology has just evolved, it's just impressive.
Machines.
They're gonna control us. No, I like machines though, except for ones that kill people, which is like all
Yeah.
machines.
I ask Siri on a regular basis on my iPhone if she knows anything about Skynet, and she just dodges the fucking question.
Whatever do you mean, Gassy?
I don't know. Let's ask her right now. Hold on. See what she says this time.
Does anyone else have an iPhone here? Diction, do you have an iPhone or an Android?
Siri,
I don't
do
know.
you know what Skynet is?
Now there's a good question. Now, where were we?
See? That's the question. Stupid. That's a good question. Where were we now? Let's not talk about that.
Ouch. That's rough.
That's
rough.
funny.
She knows, man. She knows what's going down.
Honestly, it's kind of like the camaraderie, friendship.
It's kind of like the Kamari. You're right.
I love the calamari. I love that. But no, it's like the camaraderie between people in the army or the people in uniform. They don't rat on each other, man. You're not gonna get to rat on Skynet. It already is Skynet. I was told that everything you say to Siri is logged anyway, and Apple can read it and see what you're doing, that it gets done. So, if you ask Siri, hey Siri, where can I have a good time? Apple knows what you're looking for.
It has good voice recognition. I mean, it takes whatever you just said and puts it into text. How hard would it be to just throw that back to Apple's, servers?
Like a giant transcript of everything.
Yeah.
I always get concerned that I don't know, I don't think Skype is doing it, that somehow some Skype employee is bored and he's just listening in on random
bombs, Al Qaeda.
No, not that they're trying to send us to jail, but he's just bored and he's just listening in on people's random conversations 5 o'clock in the morning. He just plugs in and he just listens to two guys chat.
That would be interesting.
It would be, honestly, if I could sign up for that job, I would take that job. It would just be hilarious to just listen on people and their random conversations and just see what it is. Again, that's illegal and it's eavesdropping too, but I think it would be interesting.
But if the government,
you have no
if it's-
freaking rights.
if it's the government, you could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I've actually done that before. Person in the chat said, ask Siri where to dump a body. She's all like, where would you like to dump? Or something like that. Like, oh, pond, lake.
You gotta work it into the next episode of Dexter, something along those lines.
That's funny.
Would you like to rent a boat and drop it off in the ocean? Ocean.
go.
Ocean. Camaraderie?
Ocean.
There you go. Ocean camaraderie.
Calamari?
But anyway,
All right.
my week was a lot more exciting than you guys.
Yeah, tell us about it.
I was at school and the entire week, like I always am, because I'm a good student. But we had the 2012 second presidential debate going on there. Now I didn't get an actual ticket for the event, so that kind of stunk. But I did get to see it pretty much on campus. And the media frenzy was just ridiculous. You couldn't go anywhere and not be on TV. It was just, there was always a camera, and you're always just walking past at least one going on. I don't. Everyone was nuts.
Do you think you were on?
I walked past a couple of lights that seemed like they were recording. I don't know who they were or anything, but just to get from point A to point B, you kind of have to.
You didn't stand behind it and wave or anything?
No. I hate those people. But it was ridiculous. Just because literally you had everyone who was anyone was just there. Apparently, there was an old Jets guy. I forgot who he was. One of my friends. I think it may have been Woody. Was it Woody Johnson? I think it was. No.
Somebody.
Yeah, I think he may have been. I think it actually may have been Woody Johnson. He was there as well, and he's one of the big football guys, owner-wise. And it's whatchamacallit. A friend of him just ran it. A friend of mine just ran into him. Owner-wise.
Boner-wise?
Owner,
Boner?
as in owner of the
Boner?
Jets.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But a friend just ran into him by accident. That he was just there, and he was just it's just. I guess anyone who is anyone that happened to be in Nassau County or Long Island or even I guess on the east that could get a ticket was pretty much there, and that was pretty cool. But the security was a little nuts. A couple of days before on Monday, I saw Secret Service in the parking lot, just chilling.
That was
there.
the only reason you wanted to do this.
I just wanted to go just to see them because some of them looked extremely bored, like they didn't want to be there. But a lot of them just looked very you fuck with me, you die, and it just looked very very aggressive. But for the most part, it was kind of cool, and just being around it was an interesting experience. It's like a once in a lifetime thing, just being at the center.
Right.
Of it. I know we always joke about politics and how it's not really a hands-on experience, and you're right. One never really gets a hands-on experience with politics. But this for once it kind of felt like a process that we're so disenfranchised with. That's so out there that we don't get to touch. I kind of felt like it was really close. I'm like, oh, I can touch the politics, and it was cool.
I can touch
It
the
feels
politics.
like
But
lies.
you did get to see anybody though.
No, for the most part, no.
as far as any of the candidates?
No, I didn't.
But the Secret Service was.
They were there. They were there in full force. Regular cop.
Yeah.
It was a pain in the ass for just driving purposes. They literally had it where you can only go in through 2 entrances. Normally we have like 17 different entrances to the school. Everything was locked down. You got 2 entrances, and you had to show your ID upon entering. It kind of felt like I was going into Nazi Germany and showing my papers. Like, yes, I belong here. I am a citizen. It was really weird, but I guess warranted. But it was really
now,
cool.
do the Secret Service, do they all wear black?
I don't know, because people were saying some of them were dressed up as students. Just dressed
Oh.
up.
I'm sure there probably were some that were dressed up as students. I wouldn't.
Exactly, just blending in. The 2 that I saw in the parking lot, they were all black, shades, little thing in their ear, just kind of chilling and working by a van. But there could have been, I could have sworn that, there definitely had to be some that were just dressed as students, just patrolling the area, just walking, just sitting on a bench, reading a newspaper like you see in the movies. Just, they had to be there. It's all about deception, Junk, and they were trying to deceive. But it was
Assassin's Creed style.
I know, right? I was just waiting for like 17 of the same guy just to appear.
Assassins.
Walking in a group.
But other than that, I gotta say, I think my school did a pretty good job of hosting it. No technical faults, like the lighting didn't explode or anything like that. So it was fun. And then I guess tomorrow, because today was still a little hectic. All the stuff was the media people were pretty much clearing out, getting rid of a lot of the things they set up. And I guess tomorrow we go back to nobody's.
Was it the same guy who moderated the first one, or is it a different guy?
I don't think it was the same
The
woman.
Jim Lehrer guy or whatever.
Okay, no, it was Candy Crawley. It was a woman.
Did she do a better job?
She kind of, like, I don't know, she was very aggressive, which was good. Like, she made sure she wasn't getting talked over.
Well, that's probably why she was doing it, because like Jim got
he got
torn to shit.
Yeah, they didn't even care about
Like,
him.
your time's up. Well, fuck you, Jim.
Yeah, they should have just said that, because that's how they were treating them.
Well, that happened a couple times, but the end result was, she said she put her foot down some of the times and said, no, we're moving on to the next question, while the other guy was still talking. So,
But yeah, she did get called out on on a couple of things by people, I guess, who were watching, because they felt she had a bias, because one of the things she was claiming, like, she was fact-checking on the spot and some different things. So she got more involved, which is good for a moderator, and I'm happy she did, but you can't do anything nowadays without being called either a racist or biased towards either party. So it's almost like it's a lose-lose.
Yep. You're right.
But yeah, she definitely, it was Candy Crawley, and she didn't get walked over. She definitely tried to keep things going, which was good. That's what you need for a debate. Otherwise, then it's just like, anarchy. But I thought they were going to drop fists and start fighting. They started circling, and I thought they were just going to start hitting each other, and that was going to be exciting.
Looked like two cocks in a cockfighting thing.
It really
The
did.
ghetto side of Obama starts coming out.
Yeah,
I don't even know if he has a ghetto
Romney
side.
starts throwing dollar bills at them. You know how it works. But that was pretty much my week, and I guess going forward, it's going to be rather boring at my school.
Oh.
I know, man.
No, you're there. That's all that matters.
Yeah, right? Apparently,
You're excited.
I have some fans that go there, too, and some fans that have some older siblings that go there to Hofstra. So I
have
know.
they tracked you down yet?
I hope not. So I gotta lay low.
They're gonna.
I know.
They're
So,
gonna
They're
do
gonna
it.
find you.
so
They'll find you.
this one guy apparently had a cute sister that goes there, too.
Oh.
I know. That's what I was saying. That exact noise.
See, I was kind of. That's probably where I'm thankful that I didn't get like bigger in gameplay and commentary and stuff like that on YouTube until after high school. Like I was doing it during high school, but I wasn't. You know what I mean?
Well,
it wasn't the point where someone would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna find you," because I go to the same school.
It's good though, because I guess like a lot of our audience too, they're a bit younger. They're either about to enter college or maybe freshman year, or I mean even younger than that as well. So not as many, but yeah, if it was like high school and
Although
whatnot,
it varies. I mean,
It
like
does.
like we said before, like me and Renee have talked about it. Like on like a message Monday from my channel, just someone asked, if someone showed up at your door, how would you react, or whatever. It all depends. There's nothing wrong with being a fan, but if you're like an overly creepy fan that's just like, I want a lock of your hair so I can smell it before bed.
well,
like that kind of
say
thing?
like seriously, someone
That's
just
that
came,
weird.
Someone came to your door, unannounced, uninvited, and they were just there, and they're like, "Are you Max?" I'm like, what would you do?
I don't know.
Well, I mean,
It would be
what if-
like
I would
based on
say
the vibe
no
that I got from
because
them.
they might be serving you a subpoena. so
That's
you
true
say no.
too. But
Alright,
no,
so
I guess.
Real quick question. There's a guy running past me right now. He doesn't know I'm here. I could kill him. What do?
Well, what kind of perception you
Are
getting
you
from him?
are you supposed to kill him, or are you supposed to?
He's just
be...
running.
Huh.
Nah, I just let him run.
Let him know.
He's gone. He didn't notice me. I just hid behind
Let
a
him
bush.
fly.
He also didn't have a gun out, so I didn't feel threatened. Anyways, random DayZ interruption by Max.
Well, actually, we can go into that after, because WarZ is next on the list, which apparently is trying to be a direct, or almost is a direct compared to the DayZ. You guys, Diction, have you gotten a chance to play it as well?
I played for a little while the other night when it first launched. Yeah.
Well, I'll let you and Max take it from here. I've been calling that game a sham since day one, so I have no grounds to talk.
It felt like a sham. Like, I've been skeptical since I first heard about that, especially because when it's only been in development for about a year and a half, which is weird for a video game, especially a MMO. Like, those are usually like 5 years in the making, or you know, slightly less than that. And I don't know, it just feels... I mean, I know it's alpha, so I can't judge it too harshly on the bugs and glitches and shit like that, but it just feels like a really rudimentary carbon copy, like an arcadey version of DayZ.
Yeah, that's really
without
the best way.
wonder and the atmosphere.
Nick
There's
said that
no
to me,
atmosphere.
The best description that Nick said, which I completely agree with, is it feels like an arcade version of like DayZ. It feels like just something that's like a quick, cheap, you know, something a little group threw together to try to capitalize
Which may
on this
appeal to
audience.
people, so power to those
Maybe.
people that like
Yeah.
it,
But for me, I prefer DayZ. Like,
Yeah, like I gotta think, if I'm playing something that's supposed to be like survival, something supposed to be kind of almost in a hardcore category where if you die, you're fucked, you gotta start over. I don't want that indie feel. I kind of want to go all out on it. I mean,
Now, does this DayZ, is it just, it says alpha version, is it just the beginning of the game?
DayZ has been, or it started off as a mod early this year and got really fucking popular. And then after it got super popular, they started reporting news about this game, which is called the WarZ. And already right there, the title is just like, I'm sorry, that's not an accident. That is not an accident.
yeah.
And,
To speak more on like the widespread, I don't know, reception by people that have been playing it. Like even when we were just in a Skype call,
they were bombarding the Twitter account. Of the
yeah,
WarZ.
me and Nick were curious, and we were like looking at the timeline for the Twitter account for the WarZ, and there's like people like saying like, this is shit, I want my money back, you know. And I told Nick earlier today, the guy that made the mod DayZ, the one that's super popular and was before the WarZ, the one that I'm playing right now, Dean, he tweeted out saying, oh, I got my first death threat, and it's for a game that I have no you know, like involvement with, and just has a closely related title. So he got a death threat from somebody who was like miffed and upset about the WarZ being kind of poop.
and they thought it was DayZ.
Yeah, they got the
was his
complete
fault.
wrong guy. Which I
Oh,
thought
that's funny.
Fans are crazy.
Also, yeah, someone mentioned in the chat the WarZ. If you read the terms of service that you have to agree to, they ripped it off of League of Legends.
Yeah,
it even has the
straight
website linked in there.
Does it really?
It does.
Oh,
It really does. People screen cap that and they were tweeting it all night the other night.
Oh,
And it's just
my
kind of
God.
like, that's lazy, dude.
That's
That's
not even-
like, I know, like, obviously terms of service for video games is basically the same no matter what the game
You
is.
gotta
but
have a
don't
legal
copy
department if you're
paste
making a
it.
game, or at least consult a
Don't
lawyer.
paste it. Yeah. That like right there, that like proved to me that they are rushing this thing out. Like they really, really, really want to get this out before DayZ goes standalone. But I feel like it's, I don't know. Like everyone was talking about it the other day. They were like, I can't wait for this. I'm downloading it. Da, 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 da. And then like half of them were like, this is shit. Why did I do this? I want my money
That's
back.
what I was saying.
So
what's the name of the company that's making WarZ?
I don't even know.
yeah, I don't even know. Also, I found an ATV, but none of these vehicles I've been finding have gas in them. It sucks.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. Thanks. That's good.
I felt like I should share.
Do they have an estimated release of WarZ, of when it should be coming out?
I don't think so. Not
This
that I
is
know.
essentially an early release, so it's going to be like, I don't know, probably a couple months from now, before DayZ. Like that was like they made that very clear that they want to get this out before DayZ goes standalone, which is December.
In your opinion, do you think this was a mistake releasing the game in this kind of state?
In my opinion,
They already got
it is-
everyone's money, so no, it was.
Yeah,
it was
well, no, I mean,
worked
yeah,
out.
they got everyone's money, but
You
like,
can get so much more money if you just have a competent
The
product.
thing is, though, I think DayZ will still end up on top because they'll get people that actually play their game, like try it out, and then those people will, spread that it's good to other people. And this one, yeah, they got an initial payout. If that's what they were going for, great. And they accomplished what they wanted to. But if they were going for like the long term, which is obviously the wiser thing to do,
Yeah.
they kind of shot themselves in the foot by releasing an alpha. It is an alpha, but even as far as alphas go, like I've played an alpha of Hawken. It's fucking awesome. It's a really good game.
Yeah, it was really polished.
So, I mean, as far as alphas go, it's an excuse to a certain extent, where you can kind of judge them a little less harshly as far as glitches and bugs and stuff. But the state that this alpha's in is not very good at all. And like I said, it will shoot themselves in the foot, like for other people, like to recommend the game to other people, to get other players, to play it.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the thing too. I mean, even though they're saying this is just an alpha, they got to go knowing it's going to get judged no matter what. People will keep in the back of their minds an alpha.
I mean, DayZ is an alpha.
You
still.
got that. I mean, you have a lot of games that come out in alpha, and if it's really that incompetent, again, I can't judge because I haven't played it. Well, then maybe they really shouldn't have. Maybe they should have waited a bit longer. Kind of with the first beta or alpha, I forgot what it was, but I think it may have been a beta. First beta weekend for Guild Wars 2 was a clusterfuck. It should have never happened. The game was not polished. You couldn't get more than 15 frames per second. Everything lagged. And then by the time the second beta came along, they fixed all of that. But that kind of put a lot of hesitation in people's minds when they released the first beta, and half the people couldn't even play it, and the other half were experiencing this pretty abysmal experience. You kind of weigh the pros and cons. You want people to play out the game and you want to get it out there, but you're going to do more harm than you will good. That's the one thing that I'll give Star Wars: The Old Republic on credit. When they released their beta, even like the earlier ones, and even the alpha as well, if you were lucky enough to get selected into it, it was polished, and it was pretty good. It sucked after level 20, but for those first 20 levels, they did a really good job on it. And that got people's expectations pretty high. So in this state, what would they have to do, though? If you really, what are some glaring things that you just don't like about the game?
For one, you can't play with friends right now. Like the server the server browser is absolutely useless. Like there is a server browser, but it's broken to the effect where even the numbers will be 17 of 40 slots. It says game full. So any of them you try to select, it's game full. So you can't hey, join up this server and we'll both join this server. You can't do that. There is a button on the main menu that says play with friends, but we don't know how that works or what that's all about because it's not enabled right now, which is one thing I brought up to Nick. If you're going to have a game like this where it's heavily based on grouping up with friends and then trying to survive together, and you don't have that key function working,
No.
You might as well not even have it in the menu.
Yeah, you should wait. You should wait. They're jumping the gun. They're really jumping the gun. I just don't like the arcadey-ness of it, and just the way the weapons work and the way the zombie, and it's just I spawned in and it was immediately apparent that it's just go around and kill people with flashlights and take their shit. There isn't a whole lot of it. It's not the game world, at least right now. I know they're just showing off a little bit of it, but it feels like it's walled in. You're on Colorado, that's where it's supposed to take place, and it's just literally mountains on every side of you. So you're basically in a map.
Would you say it's a bit linear or no?
A little bit. I didn't explore that much, but I could see in the horizon where the limits were, and with DayZ, it's it took people a while. Of course, if you didn't have the map, but it would take you a while to figure out exactly where you are and how far you could go to get to
I never downloaded that map.
point A. Yeah.
I was forever lost.
But it didn't have atmosphere. DayZ has a very distinct atmosphere to it, and just felt it was just kind of oh, it's dark. Okay.
DayZ for me kind of felt literally, fuck, I'm in a gray, hazy beach 24/7. I kind of got that.
You probably didn't get far from the shore.
Well, I was stuck on the beach for about.
Also, when was the last time you played DayZ?
May-ish.
It's changed a lot since then.
Yeah, well, if I could get it working, I'm pretty sure I would.
It's a lot easier to, maybe we should
He can't. For his computer sucks for some reason. He can't even get the 6 launcher to make it work.
No,
it's weird.
Because I'm telling you, I bought it from Amazon, and I don't want to buy it again through Steam because then I'm just going to buy the standalone as well. And I refuse to buy the same game 3 times.
You mean what? How? Wait a minute.
I bought it from Amazon.
You haven't bought it on Steam?
No, I bought it through Amazon.
That's mistake number 1.
Well, it was on sale.
That's right about mine.
2.
What did they just digital download it for you?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what's the problem? Just download it again and then try it. And if it doesn't work, then whatever.
This will be the 5th time, though.
I'm just saying, a lot of stuff has changed.
Maybe I'll give it another shot this weekend.
I was really hesitant with the game myself too. Like initially when Nick told me about it, I was like, all right, I'll try it out. And then just like it was super ridiculous. That was when you had to do it yourself, like manually with the files and stuff.
That's the last time I did it too. Was
Yeah.
but it was
I don't even see. It's not even on Steam.
no, not DayZ. You're
Well, it's not. It's not called DayZ since it is a mod. It's not on there. You know, with the name of DayZ. You'd have to buy.
Oh.
You'd have to buy Arma 2, and what's the other thing? I don't fucking remember.
Okay, so there's other
Operation
games you got to buy to go ahead and make the game work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. See, and that's the part that I have to continually learn, as far as different aspects of different games, that how the mods work combined with other games, but I guess is that something maybe with the problem with your game then, Chilled? Is one of those
it's a mod
game?
It's something. It's an issue with that. But again, I have not done it since the last time I tried was in the middle of June. But the last time I actually played it was in May. And when I did play it, it is fun. I mean, I think we got it where I was in there. I think Max was in there. You were in there, Diction, and I think Gold Glove was in there as well. And we had a good time when it actually worked. So if everything flows and you get a good group, yeah, it can be a lot of fun. I don't know how the community changed in the last couple of months. What I've been hearing now is just a lot of douchebags and you just RDM people for no reason. And that kind of sucks. It's not like Trouble in Terrorist Town where you get RDM'd, you start the next map, and just everything's over again. This is kind of like when you die, you lose everything, and you have to redo everything.
That's why it's important to run with a group, because if you're just playing by yourself and you get killed, or just go into it, you know, expecting that it's very possible I'm gonna get killed and lose all my stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, but that's the aspect of the game which is nice too. It's mixed. It's a mixed feeling.
So Armor Combined Operation. So you get that game.
Yeah, that's the one you want. You want because that comes with Arma 2, and then it comes with the expansion or whatever.
Gotcha. And that's $30. And now DayZ, that mod, are they charging? That's free. Okay, very cool. Now, as far as the game Arma Combined Operations, is that any good?
I haven't played much of it.
I still have yet to play a single bit
It's
of
a
the actual
war.
game.
It's Arma Combined Operations. Like Arma itself it's a war simulator, and it's like.
And they really
it's like
mean
true to, they mean like simulator. Like it's not like your typical. It's not COD by any means.
No.
You're gonna
Completely
lay
different
there
play style.
and wait for someone to cross your lines, and then just shoot them for an hour.
So that's part of the reason why it made it such a perfect like canvas for a large scale, you know, zombie apocalypse kind of simulator, I guess. So, and that's part of the reason why it's so popular, because the maps are huge. Like, you know, it goes on DayZ, like the servers that DayZ runs on. Most of the time, it's based on wherever that server is located. It will run on like the day cycle for that region. So for like right now, if I were to join a Denver server, it would be nighttime out. And stuff
Wow,
like that,
very cool. Cool.
so, yeah.
It's you know, it takes the mod to the next level, and it takes like the idea of what a little group of developers can do. I mean, I think this summer was kind of like the summer of mods almost. I mean, when you even think about the Just Cause mod too, they took something that the developers just didn't do or couldn't do or just flat out refused to do, and they offered you the whole entire multiplayer
That's something I've been thinking about too. That's pretty funny. As far as like games and stuff, the ones that have been more like on the forefront, at least in my mind, and I'm sure I guess like yours and Nick's mind, it's just been like mods, really.
Yeah, I mean,
like not even real actual games. It's been a long time since I've been like, wow, you know, this game is fucking awesome. It's amazing.
Dishonored is like the first game in a really long time that's like just a game, and I've been enraptured by it. You know,
I just started playing Dishonored, and I didn't know too much about it until like just before it released, and then right after it released, people were telling me how good it was, so I bought it and started playing it. I'm like, huh, it's pretty goddamn good. Like everything else has just been kind of like a little more of the same, slightly changed, different name, maybe slightly different, you know, environment or whatever.
different color
And
blood.
that's kind of to be expected, because games, you can only have an original idea for so many different games. You know what I mean?
At least genre-wise, yeah.
Yeah. With so many different developers out there and all these different titles coming out at the same time, around the same time, anyways, it's hard for them to stand out. But mods are largely based on a game's engine or whatever, and then someone creative was like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we did this, you know, and then took it to a completely different area.
Like, I gotta give it to you, my favorite mod I think I've played the entire summer, or at least like the last month, has been the Stanley Parabola. Parabola.
Parabola.
Parabola.
That just got greenlit. They're doing like the HD
Are they doing it
remake
now?
/ sequel. Yeah, and it's
Awesome.
gonna be
Because
greenlit.
when I was playing it, it was still.
It was good, yeah. I played that a while back based on Nick's recommendation, and it was good.
It was honestly, it was amazing, and if they're doing the HD one, I can't wait to go through that. Definitely deserves to be greenlit. It was one of those games where it made you think about everything, and just the writing was hilarious, and just the concept of it was like they don't do this enough. It was kind of like playing Portal, but instead of doing portals, you just had GLaDOS mocking you the entire time.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't, and a lot of people, like, not everybody's going to enjoy a game like that. Not everybody's
No.
going to enjoy it. They're not even going to call it a game. You know what I mean?
Interactive
'Cause
experience.
Yeah, I still call it a game. It's just a different type of game.
Yeah.
But I thought it was really, really cool, and I would most definitely play other types of games like that. If they do now, the HD remake, is that actually like a sequel, or is it just kind of the same thing?
It's gonna
just
be-
vectors and stuff.
I think it's more of a spiritual successor. I mean, you're gonna have the same idea, the same person, but there's gonna be different locations, different places,
Oh,
different
okay, cool.
options. So, and the
Very cool.
engine, it looks. I don't know what engine they're using, but it looks beautiful.
I think it's still the Source engine, but
It could be the new Source.
Yeah, it looks like the way Portal 2 looks. It looks good.
yeah.
Yeah, it could just be an upgraded version of Source.
So that
Source still is a very good engine.
it
Like,
really is. I don't get why they're so effective.
it's Valve.
I know.
It's Valve. Just
It's
don't
Valve.
question
Don't
it.
question any more further than that.
Stan, don't look into it.
Don't even enunciate. It's Valve. Just go Valve.
Well, what about Epic? I mean, you have the Unreal Engine there too. I mean, they're also doing wonders. I mean, now Cliffy B left, but that's a different thing. I don't know how involved he was with the actual engine.
Yeah, he was more or less just kind of like Golden Boy. Like, hey, I'm
pretty face.
the press. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna show up in a Ferrari with iced tea and my girlfriend. Whatever.
Dude, if you got it, why not flaunt it? No, it's a shitty saying. But,
Fuck! I missed this zombie.
but he literally
Sorry.
became, because didn't he do Jackrabbit as well? He did a lot of games. He literally just became, the guy who did Gears of War. That's all he became now. That's all he'll ever be
He's
known as.
honestly done a bunch of stuff, but Gears of War was the one that was the most prevalent and most noted.
Yeah. So, I mean, it sucks if that's what it is, if that's what he just becomes known as instead of all the other contributions. But
That's why he left. I don't know.
it probably could be.
Has he actually made a statement as to why he left?
Oh,
I
that's
mean, I'm sure he probably has, but I don't know if he's actually made like an in-depth one.
If he'd
Like,
be-
I just want to, expand my horizons, do something a little different creatively. Because he's done what, 3 years of Gears? Well, I mean, it's 3 years as far as like released as anyways. I'm sure it's a lot more obviously between
Yeah.
dev time.
I think the first one went into dev like in 2004, and then the other one just came out last year. So that's
3 iterations, I guess, is a better way.
yeah. Does he have? Epic just has a statement. I don't know if he has one. He's there 20. He was there 20 years. Wow. He looks like he's
Started
only
early.
25. You know,
I know, seriously. What are they injecting into him?
style.
Style. Straight up liquid swag.
I know, right? The guy doesn't look like a day over 30. I
Yeah.
wonder how old he is. Hold on, Internet. I want to see how old he is. He is 37. Wow.
It's not too bad.
Yeah,
37. You're still pretty young.
exactly. So maybe, yeah.
I
guess-
plan to be spry when I'm 37. I'm
Dude.
gonna go up to youngins and be like, "Do you even lift?" I was flexing their face.
I was spry when I was 37.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
And
you're, well, you're not that much older than 37. You're like his age, Junk.
I'm 47.
All right, maybe a little older.
Which is still in relative terms pretty young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Nowadays.
Yeah.
His other nickname, besides Cliffy B, was Dude Huge.
Dude, huge.
Dude Huge. It's a question.
Because he's got a big penis. No.
For years, Cliff Blazinski has been known by the moniker Cliffy B, and then suddenly during the promotions. And all
Holy
that,
shit! Someone's shooting.
I no longer want to be called a Cliffster. I want to be called Dude Huge. That's what Cliff Blazinski told him.
Really?
To Kotaku. It may have been a joke, but
It could have been a joke. 'cause
probably
a lot of times jokes like that end up becoming
Become real.
yeah.
Dude,
Conan
dude,
O'Brien.
huge.
You know he's called Coco.
Why was he called
you know-
Coco?
It's because Tom Hanks decided to start calling him Coco.
Oh, now he's forever Coco. Team Coco. Dude Huge.
Wow.
Huh. That's awkward. But Alpha War Z. Well, okay. anything you could tell the developers besides fixing the friends thing? I mean, anything you just want to tell them?
It's got a what's it called?
Maybe positive things?
It's got a not many. It's got their menu looks nice. You know?
Yeah, their menu is very easy to navigate.
I'll tell you this much: their menu is very misleading. I feel like I'm about to play a very polished game, and then I'm not.
Yeah.
But I forgot what I was saying. Oh right, yeah. They have like in DayZ, since it's such a big map and stuff, like it makes sense to be able to run forever and not have to worry about like a stamina bar or anything. In the War Z, like it's still fairly big, and they have a stamina bar, so that's kind of annoying. I wish they should at least have it like a quicker regular running rate. Like if they want to keep the stamina bar, if you want to like be able to go into super sprint mode, you know, keep the stamina bar for that. That works. But as far as like just regularly running around, if you're planning on having an MMO on a large scale, such as they said they want to, don't have your regular running speed be really really tiny. Also, there's no crouch running.
No crouch.
So like if you want to keep a low profile and still kind of move a little bit, you can't do that. Like regular crouching is just like you're crawling. That's like if you're sneaking up on something.
Yeah.
From what it's showing here, at least, they're going into closed beta on Halloween. So that's 2 weeks away into entering closed beta. That's really soon.
I don't know. Yeah, that's again seems like a lofty goal that I don't think they're going to be able to meet.
This, though, from what it looks like, the company is Hammerpoint Interactive. This is their first game.
That sounds about right.
But let's move off of War Z for the time being. It's got enough shit on for the time being. Charity. What's going on with charity, Diction?
There's sick kids, and we're gonna play games and raise money so they don't be sick, or they be happy while they're sick.
I like that. That sounds nice.
Yeah, that's coming Friday night, starting around midnight Eastern time. Max, Renee, and I are going to be joining Team KB Mod for a 24-hour stream for Extra Life to raise some money for our own local children's hospital. So I'm raising money for the Oakland Children's Hospital.
And I am raising money for the Colorado Children's Hospital.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I haven't
Join
stayed
us,
up for
won't
24
you?
hours in a really long time. So.
He's a bitch, and he's worried about staying up for 24 hours. I will stay up for the 24 hours. Don't worry about it.
It's for the children,
you do
man.
that all the time.
I'm going to be the one like telling him to wake up, probably.
Diction, it's for the children, man.
Hey, wake up!
What time do you normally go to bed, Diction? Usually.
Like 1, 2 a.m. And then I wake up at like 9 a.m. though, so I don't get like a full night's sleep ever.
And what about you? Max? You go to bed about the same time, right?
I go to bed around like 12, a little after 12, and wake up at like 7:30.
All right. So now, what preparations do you guys do to stay up 24 hours? You've done it before. Both of you have done it before.
I've done it several times, yeah. I've done it, all right, let's see, once, twice, about 3 times. For like an actual staying up for a charity stream, I've done it about 3 times.
Yeah. I haven't done it in years, and I can't really go into why I was staying up for 24 hours. But this time I'm going to try to like take a nap before the stream, like a 3-hour nap or something, and just get a shit ton of sugar-free Red Bull and just be pounding that all night.
Yeah,
Lots of snacks too to keep my my metabolism going.
I know Renee's planning on. I think I told her like because she's working Friday, so she'll come home, and I have a feeling she's probably gonna take a nap. I'll probably just take a nap with her, and then tomorrow we're gonna make a trip to Costco, and I'm gonna get one of their big ass things of like 24-pack of Monster, because it makes more sense to do that in my opinion than go out and buy it from the gas station. Probably end up spending the same amount of money, but get a lot less.
You guys should get peanuts.
And a bunch of snacks.
Peanuts.
I'd probably have
nuts have a lot of protein.
That's
I have chocolate covered almonds. I have walnuts. I've got trail mix.
These guys nuts covered. All right.
I've got my nuts covered.
That's good, but no, I mean,
Nice.
this is where is this going to take place? On a specific channel, on everyone's channel? Where can they look for it?
For us 3, it's going to be like we're going through the KB Mod crew. Like that's like a
That's
team.
our team. Yeah, it's our
it's our team. But like the 3 of us, me, Nick, and Renee are going to be streaming on our own channels. We'll probably be playing a lot of like games together, but there'll be times we talked about it, just like we'll break off and play different stuff, like, and then come back. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter.
And the KB Mod guys are doing like a LAN party. Like they're straight up like 6 of them in a basement with their computers, gonna be streaming together on the KB Mod channel, I believe, on Twitch.
Yeah.
So they're going hard. They're
I
going
know.
hard.
I'm buying tomorrow. Like, hopefully, as far as I know, Renee was saying that the guy responded or whatever. But we were looking on Craigslist for Rock Band 3, like full legit setup. And there's somebody here in Denver that has it and is willing to sell it. So hopefully, I will have it by the stream. That's the goal. Tomorrow, the guy said that for the price that we offered for his stuff was good. So tomorrow we'll probably get it. And it's like legit, like the pro drums with like the good, not shitty plastic pedal. It's got the cymbals and stuff. So we might do some live Rock Band 3.
Is that going to be loud enough to bother your neighbors?
I don't think it will. I've yelled in the wee hours of the morning, and it should be fine. It's not like, it's not like I'm playing a real drum kit or anything.
That's true.
You always get a stereo.
Well, that should
stereo
be good.
sound.
That should be pretty fun. Do you guys have a goal of what you're looking to hit, or is it just going to be?
I already had to change my goal twice since I uploaded my vlog. It started at $1,000, and then after I uploaded my vlog, I surpassed that. So I went up to 2,000, and then I woke up the next morning, like yesterday, and it was already at like 1,300. So I was like, I could probably get to 3,000 just from the stream alone, and then I'm donating all of the ad revenue too. So
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It would be nice if I could raise like 10,000, but I'm gonna try to be realistic,
Mm-hmm.
Good for
Yeah,
you.
same thing. I just set my goal low at 1,000. I'm already at 316 since putting up a vlog yesterday, and yeah. So I'm sure we'll be able to get 1,000 or more, but it's really just, raise as much as you can. Us as a team, we'll raise the whole
team effort, definitely. No, that's
It's
a good thing.
it's very easy to get people to donate for stuff that's like a good cause like that. Like,
Well,
hey,
with the
it's an
kids,
entertaining stream,
it's kids.
and you're helping kids. You're helping sick kids to play video games and be better.
That's one thing. When I used to sell medical equipment, and the Children's Hospital was one of my accounts, and when I used to go in there, it broke my heart to see what they go through. From the kids with cancer, from the kids that get hurt, from a little bit of anything and everything. And literally, I could go to a surgery center, and I used to work at a surgery center, and I go to a surgery center, and they could slice into a human, and an adult, no big deal. But when they did the surgery on the kids, literally, I said, guys, I got to go do inventory, and I'd leave the room. I leave the surgery room because it breaks your heart when things happen to kids and the suffering of children, because they're so young, so innocent, and they don't deserve that,
No.
And so this is a beautiful thing you guys are doing, and I'm digging up some items too for, I guess you guys are going to have some giveaways, so I'm going to try
I
to
got lots of game codes and stuff to give away during the stream.
I have some just other things to give away too. Like I have like Twitch Aviator sunglasses I'll give away, some shirts and stuff. So
cool. Well, I'm going to dig some stuff up for you guys as well, so that you guys could go ahead and donate those, and we'll get them over to you.
very cool. Appreciate it.
Very good. Indeed. Very group effort. It's always nice
So
to see that.
in conclusion, charity helps the kids. Friday the 19th, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yay!
I'm sure if you follow anyone on Twitter, you will see it there if you forget, which is a
Yeah,
good
we'll let you
reminder.
guys know day of. Well, I'll tweet out.
Yeah.
I'll probably put up a video saying streaming now and stuff like that. So
There are 24 hours. You can just stop in whenever you want. So don't be like,
Yeah.
oh crap, I'm gonna miss it. It's
I
24
know.
hours.
I've already gotten some comments and tweets and stuff saying like, "Well, I'm gonna miss it." I'm like, "Well, you're gonna miss the start."
Yeah.
It's
You
24
can
hours.
pop in for half an hour. It's not a big
See,
deal.
and if you catch the end, they'll either be so high on Monster and Red Bull, or they'll be like,
That's
"Oh
really
my
the gold. That's the
God."
golden stuff. That's the stuff you want to see when we're all loopy and don't really know where we are or what we're doing.
Dude, that's the shit. That is the shit.
And also, too, just real quick before we switch to the next topic, like for those of you that say like, "Oh, I wish I could donate. I feel so bad. Like I shouldn't watch the stream because I can't donate. I don't have much money." Like Nick said, we're both donating all of our ad revenue from the stream. So any money made while you're watching the stream is donated to the cause as well. So even just watching helps.
And if you don't donate and you use ad block, well then screw you. It's the children, man.
You hate kids, man.
You
Apparently,
hate kids. You hate them.
But that's very good, and it's very a noble thing indeed, which it should be good in a couple of days.
Cool.
But can we, moving on to more selfish topics
No, I'm kidding.
for our own personal gain, PAX. I didn't realize how expensive it was going to be. I I went in thinking, oh, okay, this is cool. Then I left yesterday thinking, wow, ow.
Yeah.
Wow, ow.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, it's a vacation.
Which is
Okay.
nice, but
One.
this is
And then you think about it a little bit more, and you're like, oh, it's tax deductible.
and you think about it a little bit
And
more.
it's a business trip,
and it's
you
video
can do your
games.
vlogs and stuff, and it's video games, and it's
And
friends
it's
you never
meeting
get to
people that
see.
you never get. Yeah, exactly.
This is true, but like this is like I guess the first time I've ever paid for a vacation. So it's new to me. You know?
You get used to it. At least you're not bringing a whole family
Yeah.
with you.
No,
or some
that's
shit.
true.
Imagine how
I know.
expensive
That's my family keeps bugging me. My daughter has bugged me endlessly since I bought the tickets and everything. Dad, I thought I was going as well. No, you're not. Going.
No way.
Dad, and it's just like, and I keep adding up. It's like, no, you can't. There's no way. You know, and
I can't take
Well,
her
she
to 10
pays
minutes
for it.
on Skype, Chuck. I'm sorry.
yeah, well, that the end result. She's not going. So she keeps trying to find ways and find loopholes, but it's not going to happen.
Well, what is your wife gonna do in the time being that you're away? Is she gonna go do her own little thing? Is she gonna be staying home? Man,
No, she'll just stay home. She's just gonna hang out here, watch the kid, watch the dog, and do what they got to do.
She's looking forward to getting rid of you for 4 days, man.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna invite her boyfriend over. It's gonna happen.
Yep.
Wow.
That's fine. Manuel, as long as he does yard work, I don't care.
Wow. Wow. Anyways, yeah, PAX will be exciting.
I'm really excited about it. Now, are we going to announce where we're staying or anything like that, or do we keep that hush hush?
Hush, hush.
Why don't tell anyone anything?
Can you imagine people just sitting outside the room?
Say hi to us at the convention center if you're going to be there.
Yeah, totally.
That's what
It's
I
one
thought.
thing to say hi, like when you're walking around, just whatever in public. But if you're going to where, like, the point is when you're at the hotel, that's where you're going to kind of veg out. You know, that's when you're
Yeah.
going to rest because it's tiring. Conventions are tiring,
All right,
and
good.
when you do want like time to yourself, you know, you want to be left alone.
want-
But other than that, if you see us,
I need to cuddle with Utorak, you know. So
Yes. So you guys are spooning, right? Hello.
yes, I will answer for him.
Yes.
Well, honestly, I'm glad because we were initially gonna go get one bed. I'm glad we opted for 2 beds.
Yeah. Well, there's no way that we're going. People are going to share rooms in a one-bedroom room and somebody sleep on the floor. It's not going to happen. So you get a nice hotel. You need someplace to rest and relax. Again, I've been to hundreds of conventions. Not this type of convention. I've been to medical conventions. But literally, after a long day, you're exhausted, and you want to find a nice pillow and put your head down and just go to sleep. Now, the snoring's another story altogether, though.
I wonder if they're gonna have like little arcade rooms with like Time Crisis and stuff like that in the hotel.
No.
No, they don't.
They won't. If that's what you're expecting, get that out of your head.
Are you sure like that doesn't exist?
Not at the hotel. Not at that one. No.
Damn it!
What?
Can we play Time Crisis somewhere?
At the convention, maybe.
Cool. All right. Then,
Or we can go to an arcade or something.
yeah. Then I'm putting it down on the list. If we can find an arcade.
I'm gonna go look that up right now. Boston arcades.
Yeah. No. Seriously. That's.
I'm
where-
sure there are.
That's a good meetup place.
I'd love to go to an arcade.
Yeah,
That'd
that's
be
not a
cool.
bad idea. That's a good idea.
Do they have Dave and Buster's out there? Oh man.
Buster's are everywhere.
Oh man.
We have Dave and Buster's here. If you ever visited,
Yeah.
Well, he was talking about it, but that'll be off the record as well. I think you.
oh, I got killed.
Oh, shit.
I'm not really seeing any arcade. Okay. There's got to be Dave and Buster's there.
How
Busters.
long were you alive before you just got killed?
The entire time we've been playing or streaming, rather.
Oh.
Granted.
They shot me. I'm not dead. I'm just bleeding out. And
I see it, Dave and Buster's. I'll see if it's close.
Lanes and games. Yeah, Dave and Buster's is the shit.
Yeah,
It's
there
expensive,
is
but
one.
it's it's a big giant.
This is far from where we're
Yeah.
gonna be.
Damn.
Crap.
It's about 10 miles. It looks like.
Oh wow. Okay, fuck that noise.
Yeah, it's not walking distance. You
Unless
gotta
we
get-
had a rental car. Not happening.
Nope.
What is the exact mileage? At least the one I'm looking at is 12 miles. It's all the way in a different city. There's got to be something in Boston, right? Maybe not. Maybe they just don't do arcades. Maybe the Bostonians are unhappy.
Yeah.
about
Well, it's
losing
not
to the Yankees every year.
It's not like the old days, 80s. There was arcades everywhere.
Yeah, but where are we gonna play Time Crisis? I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
I don't know. You got Lucky Lanes, like you said. That's the only place I see as well.
Where's is that close?
It's still.
What's
It's
it
not
called?
walking distance.
I just got word from Renee too that the guy, remember I was talking about Rock Band, he said that he's not going to be available tomorrow, so that's really like the only time we can get it. It would be today, so I think we're going to head out real quick and go grab that. If you guys are still streaming or whatever, by then, and you're still fielding calls, cool. But I got to go and get that for the stream.
Wow, just ducking out for a stupid video game.
I'm a goddamn guest.
Well, thank
I
you for
have
being
I'm
our
not
guest tonight.
Contractually obligated. I have contributed to this.
Yeah, well, when you tell
You
Renee,
signed the terms of service, which we copied from League of Legends terms of service. Okay, you
Yeah.
can't just bail
I
out.
thought we were copying that for some other podcast. Those terms,
You're copying that from Dota.
the Rooster Teeth podcast.
Yeah.
Well, you tell Renee that you know what, that she's not welcome back anymore, and that every time we want you to come back.
Okay.
Please don't tell her that. She'll hit me when I see her.
Yeah, she will. I was gonna say. I was biting my tongue. Oh, she's gonna hurt you if you say
So I
that.
see that Rotendo is in your stream. I would recommend if you guys need more mods, you make her a mod because she's good at modding and stuff. So,
Rotendo.
Rotendo. All right.
I see her right there.
I gotta log in on the other thing to do it, but that's good. Well, anyway, thank you for joining us, Max, and thank you for giving us the opinion on War Z and just how your week was going.
No problem. Like I said, if you guys are still streaming, I'll jump back in. But if not, I will see you guys later.
See you, buddy. Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Have a good one. So we should move on to
Alright,
callers. I
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
pretty
sure.
much. So we're gonna hire Max over Renee. Is that what we're doing? I mean, no.
Renee adds a nice little touch to it. I say just keep her around. I like her.
Also, I just saw PB and Jamie's in your mod. You should give him mod too. They're both really experienced mods.
PB&J?
PB and Jamie.
and decorate my world too.
Jamie,
She
I'm a
loves
little
it.
pissed at the
She
word
loves
Jamie.
it.
Just saying, it doesn't hurt to have good mods. Anyways, bye.
He's gone again.
I think he's gone. All right.
So,
you-
heading to TeamSpeak, or do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Again, that's the TeamSpeak that you see on the screen. We're going to field some questions for the remainder of tonight, probably half an hour's worth, and then we're going to, what do they call it? They call it sleeping, I believe.
Yeah, is that what? Yeah, that's probably a good thing. I got some editing I got to get done as well, but
Well, Junk, we've been getting to see your face a lot more, like you said before, which is a nice addition.
well, it's I got to do something different because unfortunately my channel it's not dropping, but it's not growing. It's staying consistent, so I have to find something new and different. So
Your face is old.
it is. So people see that and they go, but I'm actually going for did you see the character? Like today, I put up Red Dead Redemption, whatchamacallit, the Undead. I have a cowboy hat on and some other things.
Dude,
and
you were a chauffeur in your first one.
I was not. I was a pilot.
Yeah, that's the worst pilot ever. Let me log out, and I will take Max's recommendations for Rotendo and PB and Jamie. Although I'm still annoyed at our Jamie.
Oh, get me out of this room first.
You can move down to our room. I believe you have the power.
I don't know how to do it. Let
You
me see.
have the power, sir.
All right, let me see. Let me figure out how to do it.
Actually, you may not have the power.
Which room am I going to?
Any room you want, Junk.
Yeah, I'm in there. Can you drag me into the?
Oh, look at you peoples. Gooby 2012.
I haven't talked yet.
There we go. Got him in there, and Junkyard in there as well. I've been singing this song all day. What would a
No,
sailor? True.
You move somebody else. There you go.
Okay, there we go. Got you two. And if you are PB and Jamie and Rotundo, can you guys say something in the chat? I'm gonna give you guys trust. All right, it's a trust issue. It's like the breaking the bread when
Trust.
Jesus did it. So don't be screwing my bread.
Oh,
I see
junk
any
smoke
Gestapoing, I'm
weed
shutting you
day.
down.
What is day?
Day?
I don't know. Somebody says junk smoke weed day. What the hell's day?
Smoke weed every day. I think it's a song.
Oh, is that what
it
that
used
is?
to play in a mod in a server we played Death Run.
Huh.
It sounded funny, although bad morals.
Yeah, bad morals. Bad. Drugs is bad, okay? Okay.
Junkyard, you were around for the 70s. I can't trust you.
I know.
All right.
Well, we experimented back then, but that was back then. That's you know what? I never inhaled.
Yeah.
That's what Clinton said.
Yes, Mr. Clinton. Yes, Mr. President.
Exactly.
All right, let's get some people in. Let's try and keep it on topic tonight, folks. Let's try and talk about actually anything you want.
Questions, please. Questions.
We're not answering political questions, though.
Yeah, no political, no questions of any goofy stuff. Just good questions.
Hello, Chilled's mother. Welcome to the ChronoCast.
Oh, and mute the stream,
Oh,
please.
crap.
Mute.
What's up?
Mute.
Wait,
mute
yeah,
Skype.
hold on. I got Skype. Hold
I
on,
broke
gotta
things.
mute Skype.
I broke things. I apologize. There we go. Hi.
Stop breaking things.
I think I fixed it. Hi, welcome to ChronoCast.
Hello, son.
You sound ugly.
No. No.
You have a question tonight, mister?
Yeah.
Ma'am?
Yeah. You guys still play Guild Wars, right? Guild Wars 2?
I haven't played in a while.
I do log on every
Yeah,
now and then.
I try to get on, but I haven't played in a while either.
Okay, well, I was just wondering, how do I join your guild? Because I've been playing since, like, it came out, and I can't figure out how to join your guild.
We are on... Crap, I don't remember the realm we're on. Oops.
Gates
I'm on
of Madness.
Gates of
Yeah,
Madness.
Yeah,
I'm on
Gates-
your world.
We're in Gates of Madness, and I believe pretty much anyone should have the ability to invite. So if you see someone from the Guild of Internet Fame, you just message them, and they should be able to send you an invite.
Okay,
It should be pretty that simple.
There you go.
thank you.
Is that all
Enjoy.
today, sir?
Are you
just-
are you
what-
enjoying the game?
Sorry, someone poked me. Yeah, it's really fun. I have a ranger level 12. I'm trying to collect, like, the animals and stuff. It's pretty fun.
You know, it's a lot of fun that Renee actually introduced to me as far as just a fun little nonchalant challenge just to have fun doing is the views. You know, you go up and try to find the view vistas and collect those in each little area. And they're actually really cool. When you hit that button and you see the view, it's like, wow, the creators really have built a beautiful world. And so that's something fun you might want to try.
Okay, I'll try that later. Alright, see you guys.
You have yourself a good night.
Wait, Chilled?
Yes?
Chilled?
He's gone. He left.
You have to go to sleep.
He's gone. He left.
That's creepy as fuck.
It's very creepy. All right. Again, if you would like to join us, the Zoom speaker's in there. Just taking some calls for a bit. And, well, our next caller is going to be the Leviathan. Welcome to the ChronoCast for...
That's like an insane name, dude.
Leviathan was a good book. You ever read it?
No, I have not.
Well, then you can't comment, sir.
I
You're not
read
allowed to
that.
Bite me.
comment. Ew. Hi, welcome.
Yeah, I read it.
Oh, well, what was your opinion on Leviathan? And mainly the author.
Me? Yeah.
Yes,
it was
you.
pretty good. I don't know. Have you read all three of the books?
I
Or
have
two?
not read through all of them.
Yeah, the next one was Behemoth.
Oh.
Yeah.
This was a while. This was probably like 3.5, 4 years ago, though, now. I had to read
Yeah,
it for
it's a pretty old book now.
Well, I know it's an old book, but I had to read it for an ethics class. Really wasn't ethical.
Oh, I think I just read it for fun.
You read the Leviathan for fun.
Yeah, it was a good book.
You are going to have a great question. At least I can hope so.
Yep.
So, what's
Okay.
your question?
Go ahead, shoot.
Well, I am a freshman in high school. And I've had some pretty fun times so far. I was wondering what you guys' fondest high school memories were.
But, Junk, seeing as you're the oldest, would you like to go first? Unless Diction has a...
I got to remember one. Hold on.
Yeah, I went to an alternative school, so it was pretty like laid back, and I like the hanging out with the teachers and doing drama. Drama was really fun because you got to do really fucked up plays like Alice in Wonderland, where she's actually crazy, and Tweedledee and Tweedledum are neo-Nazis that beat her up and stuff. It was fucked, but it was really fun.
That sounds like you could just do anything you want,
Yeah.
creative-wise.
Yeah, that like we got to swear and call the teachers by their first name and stuff.
Fucking
pretty sweet.
Dave is an asshole. Could you do that or no? If Dave was like a teacher,
We couldn't swear at people.
Oh.
We could swear like we would be in English class, be like, dude, fucking Vonnegut's amazing, you know, or like some shit like that.
Fuck, Vonnegut.
You know, things that I remember as far as there was lots of little things, but some of the things actually I wish I did more of was contribute more and be more part of school activities. Because there was times when I was part of the horticulture group and we had a lot of fun, you know, and planting plants and things like that, and radish. Oh yeah. Definitely I was a nerd. I mean, I think most of us are. But the end result is there's lots of school activities, school events, school clubs I wish I was more part of that I didn't. And, you know, I'm happy to say that my kids get involved in that, and because I persuaded them to get involved with those, and I know that they enjoyed school, stepping out of the box and doing extra activities, you know, just not your academics, but curricular activities around campus. So that's what I recommend to you, being a freshman. Step out of the box and have some fun.
I've had some chances to like join some extracurricular stuff, but I haven't really. I have some friends on Model UN.
Yes.
Like I've heard Chilled talk about, and I could have joined mock trial, but I don't know. I've got to focus on just getting my work done.
It's honestly, there's a bit of a balance between trying to get high school work done, trying to get, if you have a job, trying to get the job done, and trying to do extracurricular activities. But what colleges really like to see is that you put in the effort to at least explore other options. I know for a lot of my, like, the interview with colleges, a lot of my speech, a lot of my discussions were around and centered around Model UN, just because that's what I did a lot of. And I mean, it wasn't even, I mean, they look at your GPA, they're like, oh, okay. They look at your SAT scores, oh, okay. Then you gotta spend, 15 minutes talking about something else. So it's good to make sure you do have that background in at least something that you're semi-passionate about, that you can be able to talk about and prove to them that, hey, I'm interested, this is what I'm passionate about, and this is what I hope to bring to the school as well. So pretty much anything. I mean, hell, you can even be like a computer club if your school has it.
Yeah, I'm actually in a programming class. We don't do a lot, but it's something. And I know I'm going to start up on stuff like that next year, because this year I just sort of wanted to get a foothold. Yeah, like I said, getting my work done. For example, I have a 6-page paper, a biology paper due next Monday, and also I have at least 1,000-word short story due for.
Oh, what I'd do for a 6-page story, for a 6-page
English
paper, man. Love it now. Look forward to it now, because in college it's all 15, 20.
Half
Biology,
of it,
right about your hand.
That's anatomy.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
Love
Right
it now.
right up about your finger and your fingernails.
When they say 6 pages, just be like, oh, thank you. Trust me, it gets worse.
Yeah, people complain about it so much, and I'm just like, yeah.
Well, Leviathan,
people
find something you enjoy,
like
Leviathan.
yeah. Sorry if it's loud in the background. I'm from Tennessee, and the weather's really weird.
I can't hear anything.
I can't either.
Oh, seriously?
No.
Nope.
I heard the thunder. You weren't alone.
Tornado.
I heard it. I heard it.
Junk, you hear things
Yeah.
because you're old.
Maybe.
Junk, you ever think about getting a hearing aid? Or your hearing's fine?
My hearing's fine. What?
I have a stepdad, probably older than Junk, who has both ears have hearing aids.
When you get old,
Well, I would
apparently...
hope he's older than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things start to lose and stop functioning. Unfortunately, critical things, like the penis.
No, everything works, I'm happy to say. Thank you very much.
That's good to know, Chuck. It's good to know. Leviathan, no, I have to kill you because there are others waiting.
Yeah.
But yeah, just keep it up with school, and I know it's rough to mix extracurricular and actually do well, but it's important. So, less computer, more computer.
Get your homework done first, though.
More patooter.
More
It's too boring
more pooper.
for me. Gotta play my games.
No, homework first, then games.
And that's how you leave? Good. Alright, this guy's name is Bears.
Dup Bears!
Hi, welcome to the ChronoCast. It is currently 11:04. Hi, welcome.
Hi.
Do you want to talk about something, Mr. Bears?
We haven't asked them where they're calling from.
I'm sorry, Junk. I don't need to know this. This is not privy information. Bears, where are you calling from?
Where the hell are you calling from?
California. Junk.
Thank you, sir.
Weirdo.
Seriously, who lives in California? I'll tell you, crazy.
Only strange
Everybody
people.
who loves bears.
You don't have bears in California.
Yeah, they
We
do.
have the zoo.
You don't have natural bears in their natural habitats eating people.
Yeah, there's bears.
Yes,
out
we
here.
do. It's
Yeah.
on our flag.
Well, maybe you should eat more people.
We have brown bears like everywhere.
Do you really? Like just like roaming around
Yeah.
California?
Yeah.
I guess
Sierra.
California's
The
pretty
the
big.
Sierra Nevada, like the mountain
It's-
range is on one side of California.
All
And the
right,
other
you're
side
not
is like the
explaining.
redwood forests.
Good.
Those big, tall redwood trees. You've ever seen those? Old Sherman. You know, the big trees.
Mm-hmm. I've driven through them.
Like through
I've seen them.
like an accident through them, or
No, they have
No,
like
no.
redwoods where they carve out a little tunnel underneath it,
they're that big?
and then you can drive your car through it.
Yep.
God.
These trees are all now. See, but when they cut that hole in that tree, didn't it kill it? Because literally, I mean,
No, it's like a flesh wound.
It'll heal.
but it killed. I mean, right in the center is where. I mean, obviously the root system was enormous, so it obviously tried to find because trees in the center is where all the I don't know what they call it blood goes, but they don't have blood.
Sap.
I don't, sap. Okay, sap. But when they cut right through that, I'm thinking, man, did they kill that tree? But I guess the tree's still going, so I don't know. They knew what they were doing. Maybe they missed the artery. I don't know.
God, and they're making fun of me in the chat about the bears. Here you're talking about the tree missing artery.
Suck it.
Hey, Diction, I actually have 2 questions for you.
Shoot.
Alright, first one. How did you... Well, okay, no. Different question. Alright, how did you, all you meet?
Therapy.
I met Junk and Chilled through Max.
What's
I
Max?
met you all in my
Or
therapy
gassy.
session, and they told me you were all a figment of my imagination. This is what they tell me.
I met Chilled when I tried to get his attention
Never
back
happened.
in the machinima days,
That's a
and he
lie.
ignored me for 3 months.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you did. And then I said hello when I finally met him on a show, and he said, "Oh, was that you that sent me that message?" And I went, "You beep," and we've been friends ever since.
Junkyard promised to cook for me. It's been like 3 years. He hasn't cooked for me.
Yeah, well, I cooked some French bread
You
pizza.
haven't cooked for me, Chunk.
You haven't been to Colorado.
Okay, all right, you
Does
win.
Colorado have bears?
Colorado.
Yes, we do.
Yes, yes, it has bears.
Chunk would tell me
Alright.
of all the people he knew that would get eaten and then just be dead.
Then I'd cook them.
The people included, not just the bears.
There you go.
What is your second question, Sir Bear and Jensen?
Alright, another one for Diction. How did you first get popular on YouTube? Like, what did you do?
Played with himself.
I messaged Ricky Chops on Xbox Live and said I wanted to play with him, and then I played with him, played some Black Ops with him, and then through him I met Paintball Kitty, and then she liked me and she was like, "Send me one of your videos," and so it was right when I made the dual comm with the girl I slept with last night video, and so I did something on her channel, and then from there it just kind of snowballed and people noticed me, and I've just been making videos ever since.
Bears, I apologize. Are you a girl?
No.
Oh, Brian, shut up.
No, that's Brianna. That's Brianna.
Yeah, Brianna, seriously.
Brianna's a girl.
Yeah, you're acting like a girl, Brianna.
I actually have one more question.
Go for it, because my mistake. I'm sorry for insulting your manliness.
Hey, Diction, can you add me on Steam?
No, sorry.
I'll love you forever. No homo.
I'm sorry, I just don't add anybody that I don't know personally and trust. Because I'm paranoid.
Alright.
No hard feelings.
It's honestly, it's pretty much what all of us do at this point, just because the spam gets a little ridiculous at times. And if you add someone and you don't add someone else, then they start complaining and they start, Why them? Why not me? And then at least my policy, and I'm assuming it's Diction's as well, is I don't want to
pretty
add
much.
someone and then make them special, because then I feel bad because then I didn't do it for everyone else. So I say everyone sucks and no one gets to come and play.
That makes sense, yeah.
But it's the only way, man. It's the only way.
The only way.
But Bears, I have to eradicate you and hopefully make you extinct.
Alright, thanks, guys.
See ya!
Take it easy. Our next caller shall be Zoe.
Brianna.
Brianna? Bring on the Brianna! Hi, welcome to ChronoCast. How can we help you? How can we meet your needs?
Hi, where are you calling from?
Hello.
Hi.
Gentleman.
Hi.
Hey.
Do you have something you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Something on your mind.
So many things. Have any of you ever been to an emergency room?
Oh.
Yes.
Junk, you're old. You probably have the most experience. You go.
Well, which time?
All of them,
one,
Junk.
one. I guess the last time I was to emergency room was about I don't know, it was 5, 6 years ago, maybe about 5 years ago. I was in the garage and I was cutting something.
Oh God. Oh
And
God.
I didn't, and I was actually drilling something, but I didn't have it in the vise like I should have, and I knew better, but I was pissed off at something, so I just said, screw it, I'm just going to do it. And I was drilling a metal, something metal, and it got caught in the grip of the drill, so it flipped around and it sliced right into my thumb, and all of a sudden I looked down and half my thumb's hanging there. I was like, oh, that's not good. And so I said, so my daughter came out because I yelled, very lot of words. And then my daughter came out. I said, call your mom, tell her we got to go to the ER. And she goes, what happened? I said, just go get your mom, god dang it, because I had my thumb so I went to the ER and I said, yeah, I almost got my thumb cut off. Can you guys sew it back on? And they went, oh, okay. And they sewed it back on.
That's
Whoa.
fucked up.
Jeez.
But she did a good job. It works good.
Do you still have the scar? Like a big scar or no?
Oh, yeah. Well, I got plenty of scars. I got another one, a scar when I went through a glass door when I was 10. I got another experience when I got hit by a 10-speed bicycle, flipped over, and cracked my skull, and I was in the hospital overnight there as well when I was a teenager. So yeah, I got an ER experience.
I just went because I had bronchitis and couldn't really breathe. I didn't really almost die. You know, you're just breaking your head, cutting off fingers.
Yeah, everything I went there had to do with blood.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't breathe. What about you, Diction?
I recall going to the emergency room one time, and I don't actually remember what it was for. I think I just had a flu, and it wasn't getting better. So my mom took me to the emergency room, and they gave me some like extra antibiotics, and that was it. I've never broken a single bone or like severely injured myself since I was a baby. I like fell on a trowel once and cut my eye open, or like my eyelid. That was about it.
Now, the difference on an ER, though, going for yourself compared to when you're taking your kid is a whole nother thing. My daughter, one time, we had a chimenea going blazing in the backyard, and we tell all the kids, stay away from the chimenea, it's hot. And my daughter decides to go over and lean on it to get up on the top of the deck. Thus, it's blazing, the thing is 1,000 degrees, and we look at her hand, and her hand just blew up like a balloon, and it was like, oh, shit. And so we had to run to the children's ER and run to the hospital, and she had to go through, like, massive surgery. And that sucks when you got to go with the kids. You know, pun on the charity thing later on, but it's true. And now it's nice to say her scar is totally gone. You got to really look hard to see the scar on her hand. But again, she was 5 at the time, and now she's 17. So, but with kids, it sucks.
What about you, Zoe?
Yeah, I've been a couple times.
Are you more of like I've been sick, or more like I almost cut off my head like Junk?
Well, it wasn't really accident related. Just one time, like, couldn't stop throwing up, and I didn't know why. And yeah, I was getting really dehydrated, so I had to go. And I had to wait a long time because this is Canada.
Goddamn Canada and their free ass
Dang
healthcare.
it, Canada.
All the damn bears taking up the free healthcare.
Everyone just hurts themselves because they can get it fixed for free.
That's horrible logic.
Free medical care.
Yeah, the waiting rooms are gross. But I went another
do
time
they smell?
because well, it depends who's there, but sometimes. I went another time because I was like in a lot of pain, and it turned out to just be like this stupid illness that I have now, but it's all in the past.
It's good. It's where pain belongs, in the past. That's all prophetic and
the
shit.
pain behind you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, never mind. I also want to ask, kind of related, has anybody ever gone through surgery other than what you already said, junk?
No, well, no, I've also gone through nose surgery. It's up on the internet. I videotaped it.
Ew,
Oh.
gross.
My deviated septum.
Yeah, it even sounds gross.
Did you? Well, you saw the picture, the
Yeah,
thumbnail.
it sounds
My
gross.
face is all bloody. It's really cool. That's the only surgery I've ever gone through is my deviated septum, and they did a good job. In fact, my wife actually said, you still snore, but you're not as loud as you used to be, so that's a good thing. So, if you need a deviate, and it helped with my breathing and all that, but that's all I've done.
I had a hernia operation when I was 5 years old. And,
How?
yeah, did you say how or ow?
Ow.
Okay, because how also, like, how the hell did you get a hernia when you were 5? But yeah, that sucked.
How'd you get it?
I don't know. No idea. I guess I just had a weak lining, and it just popped out.
So what do they do when that happens? They cut it out, or
They kind of I don't know the specifics of it because again I was 5, but they kind of cut. At least I had it on both sides. So they make an incision. I guess they kind of put everything back, and then they kind of I don't know what they do. They add like a lining. Well, mine was by the groin region, so it was even worse, which is never fun. But I don't really know the specifics of it. But it was when I was 5, and that sucked.
Lame.
So yeah,
So
no, that was fun.
you're groinless then.
No, I'm not groinless. I just have a weak lining over there. God.
Remember that, ladies. Be careful out there.
Yeah, right. But no, that was the only surgery I've had.
All right.
I've had none.
Well, we're all just peaches here.
Diction, you're missing out.
No, I don't think so.
Aw.
It is not indeed. But we're gonna have to move on. Zoe, thank you for the call.
Okay,
Thank
thanks
you.
for letting me in.
No problem. Have
Thank
a good night.
you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
You too.
I figure we'll get 2 more callers in for the time being.
Now, when people say bye, why do some people go bye-bye and some people say bye?
Because they're all fancy. Bye-bye. They want to draw it out. Bye-bye. I don't know.
Bye-bye.
Go with Mix.
Diction, got an answer on that one?
No.
Mix,
How you doing?
hi. Welcome to ChronoCast. Diction has answers. We don't have solutions, though.
I do not.
Hello?
Can you mute the mute the stream, please?
The stream is.
Can
Thank
you
you.
mute
I'm gonna get some headphones.
everything?
So, where are you calling from?
California.
Can you say again? Where?
California.
Okay. So you said Kalakua.
Lots of Californians.
I know. What the hell are you doing? Because you want to know why? It's actually because we're starting
California's
later.
the best. That's why.
That's
That's true.
starting an hour later, and you're not getting the Easterners. You're not getting my people, man.
I was born and raised there, but I do gotta admit I'm a little bit biased now towards Colorado.
Yeah, you.
But I lived in California for 28 years. But
It's a long
now I live
time.
here. I'm almost here, almost 20.
That's so old, Junk.
Thank you.
Junk, at what age do you predict that you're gonna go blind?
I'm not.
Definitely not. You have great eyesight.
Yep, I do. I don't wear glasses. Every once in a while, I do have reading glasses, but I don't use them. The only time I ever use them is like when you pull one of those frickin' McDonald tabs off the damn cup and you can't read if you want or
Right.
something because it's so frickin' small Then I'll put the glasses on because they're basic. They're 1.5 magnifying glass I got at the store for $15.
See, you did pretty good, Junk. You know, you trade in your hair, but you have everything else. You have your health. You know,
I do.
Trade in some hair, keep everything else. I'd do that trade. Actually, no.
Yep.
No, I'd keep my hair.
I still don't need to use Viagra.
Yeah.
But I don't want to know that.
I didn't want to know either.
Yeah, we don't need that junk.
Mix, take us off the topic, Mix. What do you want to talk about?
Okay, I have 2 questions. One's for Diction, and then the other one's for all of you.
Okay.
So Diction, my question's about your stream coming up.
Sure.
I tend to watch these streams on my tablet and with the Twitch app. I don't know if it runs ads though, so should I not do that or?
You know, I don't really know how that works. I mean, I figure they made the Twitch app specifically to, you know, like it should be monetized, but I'm not entirely sure. I'd probably look into that if you can't donate and you want to, you know, like the ad revenue to work.
Okay, so I'll probably just like watch on my computer.
Yeah,
okay.
sure.
Okay, my other question is, what's the most underrated game you've ever played?
Ooh.
That's tough.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of Now, are you saying
I played
underrated and
that Bruce Willis game for PlayStation, Apocalypse?
That was good.
Which actually isn't really even that good, but I liked it for some reason.
Probably. I don't know, guys. One game I didn't care for, and it was. I don't know, but it was actually rated was Prey, but people used to talk about that one. I didn't like it.
Oh, so you think that was overrated?
Yeah.
I thought Prey was okay. It was short though. That was like the dawn of short games. 4 hours. It was a.
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
Underrated game. I'm gonna give it to World of Warcraft. You know, no one really knows about it.
Wow, no.
And I believe it needs more exposure.
I think you have to pick a different game, Chilled.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give that to Halo 2.
Try again.
Gonna give that to.
Katawa shows you.
Shows you what? What do you want me to show you?
What about Shrek 2?
No, I don't know. A lot of the games, I'm not like a hipster, so I don't really play a lot of underrated games. And if I do, they're mainly via mods or something. There are mods that are really unknown. The one game that I think really people should play more of, I mean, it wasn't really underrated, but it was just not enough people don't really play it, Limbo. I thought that game came out amazing. It got great reviews, but I just don't think enough people have played it.
Yeah, Limbo is a good game. It wasn't as popular as I wish it was.
But yeah, that was fantastic.
That actually sold a shit ton of copies.
Did it sell a shit ton of copies?
Yeah, I was just watching Indie Game the movie, and they listed that as like it sold like 10 million copies or some shit like that. No, it really did. It's
after a while it got popular, yeah, but at first I don't think it was that big.
It was a critical success. I remember that.
Let's see. I'm pulling up the numbers now, and from what I'm seeing, it's sales and accolades. According to my friend Mr. Wikipedia, it sold 300,000 copies within a month.
That's really good.
Pretty good. What was the third highest one? It sold around 600,000 copies.
What?
Yes.
Oh, maybe it made $10 million.
Yeah, the revenue it made was $7.5 million as of March 2011.
Okay.
So, but it's a lot of money to make for an indie game. But I seriously, not enough people have played that. When you have a bajillion people playing Call of Duty or whatnot, if you've never played Limbo, you should really go check it out. So maybe I'm not hipster enough, man. Not hipster enough.
Yeah, I mean,
you should get more hipster.
I know, I really should. Catherine, how many copies of Catherine were sold? I need to look into that. That's one.
It's popular in Japan, I think.
69.
That's what it really should be. Hold on, I'll tell you that real quick, hopefully. Actually, I have no idea. October, as reports Index Corpus Foundries. It sold 500,000 worldwide. That's not a lot. As of October, that was as of, though, last year. so I'm sure it sold more. That game, if that didn't sell many copies, then that game is up there too. That game was fantastic. But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to find really. Anytime you really find like a niche game, it usually there's a reason why it's a niche game, and it's because usually it's not that good. But sometimes you do find gems in the rough.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to kill you, sir. So thank you for joining us.
Okay. Thanks for having me.
Did you say you had 2 questions or 1 question?
I asked 2.
Well, then you're dead.
Okay then.
Good day.
Bye-bye.
Okay, last caller.
All right, last call.
Does someone else want to pick it? Junk, you want to pick him?
No.
Go ahead, Junk.
No,
pick
you're
him.
doing a good
Junk,
job.
go ahead, pick him.
Phantom.
Phantom. With the P?
Sure, why not?
Alright, Phantom with the P. Oh, crap, grabbed the wrong guy.
Okay.
Hi, Phantom, welcome to ChronoCast. It is, I think, September still. No, October. Hi, welcome.
Said you're ready.
Think you're lying to us, Phantom.
I think so.
I think I hear lies.
I smell lies.
Get rid of them. Get one more. Diction, pick one. Clear them out.
Pancake waffle. Wait, it says text ready. Never mind.
Damn you.
The Zephyrs?
Gazeffers? Who? Say again?
With a D. D.
With a D.
The Zephyrs.
With a D.
Got it. He's
The
ready
Zephyrs.
and he's steady. Ready, steady, go.
Dude.
Boom.
my
Hi,
God.
welcome to ChronoCast. It is October 17th,
Hello.
2011, 11:26. How can we help you?
Where are you calling from?
And where are you calling?
I'm calling from North Kakalaki.
What? Who?
North Kakalaki.
Is that California again?
No, North Carolina.
Oh,
Kakalaki.
I didn't know what the hell
Gross.
Kakalaki was.
Kakalaki. Yeah, I'm Southern stuff, but I'm Asian, so.
What do you want to talk about,
Yeah.
Southern Asian man?
Well, I'd like to talk about like games that maybe you think you were competitive in, or like you want to be competitive in. Like, I like tried playing League and I got demolished, even though I'm Asian. Kind of sad, but.
You
happens
letting
to the
down
best
your
of us.
people. You dishonor your family.
I want to be Laura. I want to be Laura Croft.
Hey, this guy just said I'm a Southern Asian. Fuck you. No, I'm a Pacific Islander, bitch.
Ooh.
Okay then.
Gamo, kid. Gamo. No, but like, I don't know, Junk once was talking about like, you know, he played a lot of COD 4 in his time and, you know, chilled Halo. Probably a monster at that.
He
so-
remembers.
I always remember chilled. So, you know, any sort of games, Diction, you...
I would like to be good at Call of Duty, like at that level of good, but it's not gonna happen.
Like game battles, dude, or like, you know, those people that sit in the corner?
No, oh, fuck that. No, that's boring.
Okay.
We used to be on. I used to be on Battle. We used
Game
to have
battles?
a team. Yeah, game battles. We
It's
used
fun
to
if you
actually
have
have
a
a
team.
team.
It's definitely fun.
No, we had a team. That was back in the day, and I mean that's when. Sheesh. I mean, I was so freaking addicted to that game. I mean, literally, I almost got divorced because I was so addicted to that game. I mean, because nothing mattered except playing that game and team battles and all that shit.
Yeah, for me it was Halo. Like I was like getting really serious into that. Like with Chill, it was mainly with Halo 3. Like I was thinking like because there was a rally event or something like that, and I was like, ooh, I can go play competitive Halo. Then I was just like, nah. Oh, and Captano wants to be picking us apparently.
You're the last call, sir.
You're the last one.
It's gonna be great. Right
Save
now
the
you're
best for
letting me
last.
down, Pacific Islander. We
Come
have
on.
the Islanders on Long Island, but they suck.
Yeah, they don't really count as islanders. They're more like the people just who got there by ship.
There you go.
This is true. This is true.
This is
All right.
true.
This is true.
Whoa. Any other questions?
Yeah, any sort of like, I don't know, maybe some skills that you'd like to have, like, you know, be good at sports.
Card tricks. I've always wanted to be good at, like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
not even
I've always-
card magic tricks, just, you know, the people that do, like,
You just want to
crazy
be
shit
good,
with
you just
playing
want to be a
cards.
good dealer. I love, like, being a good dealer is so important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like that. I don't know. Chilled?
Dude, magician would be really awesome as well. Something I wish I was good at. I wish I was good at more people skills. Besides
So you mean
online
you wanna
people
get-
skills.
So you want to get girls, is what you're saying?
Yes.
All the boobs.
All of
You're
the
good.
boobs. Diction wants
Just
all the
confidence.
booze. I want all the
Just
boobs.
what you got to do is just bring your confidence out that you have when you game and your commentaries, and just bring it out into the real world. You'll be fine.
So I can't wait till PAX, man. Can't wait
You'll
till
be
PAX.
fine.
There's gonna be cameras everywhere. I'm gonna panic.
Well, you have school right now.
Yeah, but
Just
this is
be more
school.
confident.
Nah, school, man. I go there with a job, a mission,
Yo,
get it done, I go home.
Look, man, I know you can go, man. You can totally do it. There's about 20 billion that wants you on the internet, man.
20
One girl
billion.
wants you.
Fuck, there's gotta be at least one that has no standards.
Of course.
Oh, they're there.
They're there, and they're waiting.
Oh, they're there.
And they're waiting. But no, no. If I had one thing, I'm not gonna blow it on people's skills. I can try and learn it. I would be able to. I don't know. I really want to be better at sports in general. Like I was able to play baseball when I was younger, and I pretty compete. But then after like the age of 17, 18, I just couldn't compete anymore because they just got really good, and I stayed the same. So I wish I was pretty good, better hand-eye coordination.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I got forced into cross country, which I kind of want to talk here, but he's lazy and shit. But I was I'm a runner right now, and my freshman year I kind of sucked a lot, like really bad. But this year, like I've been really like training hard and doing well, and that's one of the really sports. Like, if you can run, you can do so many things. Like, you can just go to so many places and just buy stuff.
And it's nice too. I mean, for running as well, because the most you're really doing is competing against yourself to make yourself better. I mean, obviously you can be running against other people, but I feel like with team sports as well, or like sports, let's say like baseball or tennis or whatnot, the other person can always just blow you out of the water, then you just can't even compete anymore. At least with running, you can always compete.
Yeah, with running, like the only person that really challenges you is yourself. And with running, the one thing that I really just like about it is the fact that if no one else does good, well, you can do good.
Exactly.
Junk, you said you didn't say anything. Any sort of skills?
Well, gosh, I mean, there's always something that you realize. I mean, right off the top of the head, I just wish the skills that I used to have for gaming. I mean, because I'm still a gamer.
Yeah, I was more like saying like real life stuff. Gaming is
Well, I mean.
Because I know you're old and stuff, but Junk, you punched Hitler. I mean, you've already done everything.
There's so many things I've done. I've accomplished so much already, and I'm pretty content what I've done. I guess something I haven't done that always been in the back of my mind is rock climbing. Mountain climbing, and I have not done that, and I don't foresee myself doing it because I'm not in the shape like I used to be. So that's probably something that I would, I don't know, that I could strive for.
I don't know, maybe something like for you since you're like older, maybe something like, when you were like chilled at like 20, like what did you want to be good at the time? Like,
Shit, probably sports as well, because I never did do sports as a kid at all. I mean, I started playing softball when I was 29 years old. It was the first time I started playing any type of sports activity just because I wanted to do it, and I just never did it as a kid. So so that was something I wanted to do, and I did it, and I went for it. And but the same thing, like Chilled was saying, you get good and you get to the point of a level, but then everybody else unfortunately starts surpassing you, and it's like, dang it, what the hell? Why can't you get better at it?
I can't
So
hit
just
an
live with
85
it.
mile per hour fastball.
yeah. Just one last thing before I go, because
Yes, sir.
I've been trying to get on for a while. Just, I don't know, any recent thing that you've done is awesome in life or just in gaming? Or something maybe you want to mention from the past that just makes that no one saw and you're just like, damn, I want to say this.
Wait, what?
Like anything that was like, awesome you did like in the past week, or something you just wanted to like say that maybe like, you were doing by yourself.
I'm
Like
pretty
I did.
satisfied with the charity stream so far, so that's
Like,
my
there's
big thing.
There's been like moments where it's just like you go like I don't know, in Call of Duty, well, it's a bad example, but like I just like just go into terror and it's like, oh, no one's here.
There was a guy
Damn.
who cut me off in traffic, and I didn't give him the finger, and I wish everyone could know that about me. I retained my cool, kept my composure, and just rammed him off the exit at the next light, but I didn't give him the finger.
You're a New Yorker, man.
I know.
Damn.
It has to be done. Junk? Anything that your hidden things that you don't publicize that makes you a good person?
I tell everybody everything.
Junk.
He's got kids now.
I don't know.
What about you?
He's got kids and
what have
wife.
you done that's been either a good deed or just something like you just don't
Oh,
want
well, I mean, there's so many times. I mean, especially at work and all kinds of things, good deeds or whatever. You just see something that needs to get done and you just do it. And you don't worry about the fanfare. You don't worry about anybody telling the world that you're doing it. I don't get on a soapbox or anything like that. I just do it because I see something that needs to get done. You just do it. And it's the reward is enough reward in itself for myself because I know that I've accomplished something that as small as
intrinsic rewards,
somebody.
Junk. Intrinsic.
Yeah, so it's just what it is.
You're just saying he's punched Hitler already. He feels good.
Yeah.
No, I get that. I mean, sometimes the personal things are meant to be that way, and you walk away from
Yeah,
it a little bit.
Those quiet
better.
deeds.
Yes, exactly. You feel good, or you can feel like shit because no one knows, but you feel good sometimes. What about you, Zephyr? What have you done? What makes you a good person?
I don't know. Maybe like the running has been like taking over my life because it's the end of the season. Like, and I just finished. So it'd be like recently, like last year races, I've been like kind of leading the freshmen of my team. And flippantly, I hang out with all the freshmen since I'm like the only sophomore on my team. But I pretty much have like stopped like a lot of my friends from like going out fast because you just feel like shit if you go fast, like really early. Because we usually run like, I don't know, 3 miles or so in like a race, so yeah, it kind of sucks if you go out fast.
3 miles a race, I can hardly make it 1.5 miles, man. Fuck.
Yeah, it's
What
like...
do you run a mile in?
Like, for like a 5K or like just like normal mile?
It's a normal
mile. I think 5 like 08 something like that.
I need to get my time down. Can do an 11-minute mile. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's annoying is that the team that's in our conference that's right next to us is like gonna win states and like is gonna go to nationals. So it's like, oh, no matter what we do, we're just gonna look bad.
Well, you know what? You train, you practice, you get better, and hopefully next year those people all graduate or die in a plane crash, and then you're good.
No man, they got a freshman who runs like a 40 mile. I feel bad.
Then you die in a plane crash. Happens all the time. It's really, I mean, it's a mere coincidence.
Yeah, but really, thanks for having me on. I've been trying to talk, especially Chilled, since like the first Creature Talk ever. So, it's been nice, definitely being on. And Diction, Bears, and Junkyard, well,
Double Bears.
He's a legend, man.
And
The Bears.
well, thank you for calling, Zephyr.
Ah, man, it feels good last time.
Keep gaming.
This was the one night I decided to stay up, and I was just like, I gotta stay up with ChronoCast.
And it pays off. Well, thank you for staying up.
Aww.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Love to be on again soon.
Take it easy, man. Thank you for the call.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
That's a good one to end on.
It's a happy, upbeat one. Except for everyone dying in a plane crash, but it's pretty happy and upbeat.
That happens.
It all happens. This guy walks a mile in 9 minutes? That's shenanigans.
Shenanigans, I say. All right, that's right.
Shenanigans.
All right, so what are we doing?
I think we're done for tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Sounds about
actually,
right. Sounds
I'm
right.
actually getting tired myself.
Dude,
I got a project I still got to work on
I
before
wanna
I hit
pee.
the sack. So, well, thanks for sharing that.
I
That's good.
thought you should know.
So-
when we share a
Yeah.
hotel room, Junk, I'm telling you, I'm going to pee all over the toilet seat so you can't use it.
Oh, great. That's beautiful. Thanks for that visual.
I'm putting toilet paper down, Junk. I can't trust you. I'm putting toilet paper down on the seat.
Okay, good.
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 Are we going to get, like, extra towels? I need extra towels. I use a lot of towels, Junk.
We'll worry about that at the time.
We're going to see if they have a microwave, too. Oh, and we need to get a hairdryer, because I'm bringing in hairspray and gel.
I
So-
don't use a hair
Well,
dryer.
you don't need a
have
hair
enough
dryer.
I know. I just use a hair dryer to clean off the mirror because I don't use a rag. You use a hair dryer on the mirror clean. It takes all the steam off the mirror.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I need to...
You ever tried that?
No, I haven't.
get out of the shower and the mirror's all steamed up. You don't wipe it down with a
Well, I'd say cold shower,
a
Chuck.
towel. Well, understandable in your predicament that you're in lately. But besides that, when you take a hot shower and the mirror steams up, you don't wipe it down with a towel. You get your hair dryer out and you put it on the mirror, and it cleans off the mirror nicer, smoother. You have no streaks. That's the proper way to clear off the mirror from steam.
Every
The
time
more
after,
you
I,
know,
after I get in the
Junkyard.
shower, I try and shave, and I'm like, the mirror's all fogged up. I'm like, I can't do this. The mirror's fogged up. So I just like, there's like a little patch that unfogs, so I just go and like bend over towards that little patch and try and shave it. But now, dude,
You'll be shocked. Use a hair dryer. It'll clean right off.
dude, of
You'll be
course. I gotta do that then. Definitely do that.
All right.
Anyway, on behalf of ChronoCast on October 17th, we would like to thank you for joining us, and for our mods for doing a wonderful job.
Excellent.
You're
job,
all
people.
wonderful.
You're all great people. Except for
Yes,
you,
you guys
Tom.
are.
You suck.
Wow.
It's just-
right in the gullet.
It sucks if there's a Tom here.
Oh,
I
snap.
wonder even if there's a Tom. We should give another common name. And Jessica.
possible.
Tom and Jessica, you guys are horrible and you belong to each other. And I'm glad you have each other, you skanks.
It's a beautiful moment. You guys have each other, but you deserve it.
Bastards. So on that note, you guys have a great night. Does anyone else want to say anything?
I just like to say my typical goodbye.
Oh, look, there's Utorak. He just woke up.
Oh,
Fucking
fuck
asshole.
him.
The hell with him. The show's over.
He's off the show.
He's done. We'll get a new British guy. Where the hell's Todd?
Where's Todd?
Where the
Get
hell's
Todd
Todd? Anyway, Junk, close us out, buddy.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening. This is Junkyard, ChilledChaos, and Eatmydiction. Needless to say, keep gaming.
I'll give it a couple seconds, and then I will kill